Nope. I have no idea.
Honestly,
Doing it again.
No, it's fine. It's working.
Mayday. Mayday.
So just
today's Mayday.
Is it really?
Yes.
wait. May 1st is May Day.
I think so, isn't it?
What is it?
I don't know.
Isn't that like a distress signal? Mayday, right?
Yeah, but what does it do? What
Well-
does that mean? May Day? Is it?
It means
is
help,
it,
help, it means help
is
us.
it some sort
It
of
means
celebration?
Help us. No, it doesn't mean. It
What,
means
what do you mean? You're running the show here. You're
means-
supposed to be
How
doing.
how the hell do I know what May Day
it means
is?
someone's in
You
distress.
know that today's National Popsicle Day.
I do know what today is.
See?
Yeah, I do. It's not National Popsicle Day. There's a lot of weird ones, but it's not National Popsicle
It's a
Day.
European festival thing. It's
Oh.
ancient origins, okay?
Ancient origins.
Yeah.
I thought he said Agent Orange.
Wait,
origins.
Is that what Stonehenge is? Is Stonehenge May Day?
It's marking the beginning of summer.
Oh, okay. But I mean, don't we have that? It's in June 21st or whatever.
Yeah.
the start
That's
of summer.
That's the first day of summer, which is
Yeah.
actually technically the longest day of the year because that's like the summer equinox.
Wait, do they even have summer in Europe? I mean, isn't it always raining? I feel like everything I look at is people are depressed there because it's always raining.
What, like
Well, 'cause you're-
Italy? Italy is
Because you're thinking of
gorgeous.
you're thinking of
Tuscany,
Scotland. You're probably thinking of Scotland and Ireland where it rains all the time.
Croatia is like gorgeous on the ocean or on the sea right there. Poland has great weather. They have mountains. There's the highlands and the lowlands. Their weather's just like ours, but better.
Don't forget about actually Belarus. I heard is a real nice place to visit. Belarus.
You know what they don't have? Tornadoes.
Well, they have mountains. I don't think you can have tornadoes in mountains, can you? I don't think that. I think it's flatlands. I think that's the premise behind it, right?
Maybe. Yeah.
So there would never
I'm
be
an
a,
idiot.
All right,
There-
wait, tornado. Hold on, let me write this down. Tornado expert.
I'm just saying that because we've had a lot of them last couple of weeks here.
Tornadoes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're
So-
pretty.
Last weekend was
So
insane.
you know my favorite part
Hundreds.
of a tornado? Yeah, my
There
favorite
was.
part of tornadoes is the people who stand right there while it's really close and record it. And then you can always hear this in
It's
the
called
background.
storm chasers.
You always hear one, like there's a guy on his phone recording it, right? And you always hear this in the background. Roger, Roger, I think you better get us out the house. Right, Roger, it's coming this way. And then he invariably says, "No, it's not." And then you hear, "Oh, it's definitely coming this way." And all of a sudden you hear this. What you hear from him? Oh shit!
Yeah.
And he
No,
runs into.
No,
the
it's
house.
like the Blair Witch Project where it's always like, and they're holding the camera, and it's like it's moving and they're running. You know?
I just don't see how
Get to the storm
filming-
cellar? Yeah.
I just don't see like the fame of filming a tornado even equates in any way to the risk of instant death, because I'll bet you that like that draw from the tornado is probably like blocks or like miles further than you think.
Yeah, they just remade that movie.
Twister. Oh yeah, Twisters. I think it's Twisters.
Yeah.
I saw the preview
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
I saw that. That's gonna be as stupid as shit, right? Is what's her name? Is Helen Hunt in it?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah. Well, we know Bill Paxton's not gonna be
Yeah,
in it.
that sucks.
Yeah. Hey man.
Oh, that's right. He passed away.
Much
right?
love, man.
Yeah.
Much love, Bill Paxton. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Chet.
oh man, how about a
I
nice
gotta- I
greasy
gotta-
pork
I gotta-
sandwich
I got to see that movie again.
served up in a dirty ashtray? Oh, let me do this. The beginning of the show is brought to you by Plockman's Mustard, creating the highest quality mustard since 1883. Try our over 20 unique mustards and mustard mixers. Plockman's Mustard, the
I think it's-
original mustard.
I think it's Plotchman's.
I believe it's not. I'm 100% sure that it's not.
Plock?
Yeah, it's
Not Plotch.
It's not Plotch.
I love Plotchman's. That's my favorite regular like mustard.
Yeah, their thing is the barrel, like their
Yeah, the
their
yellow
thing.
barrel, yeah.
yeah. But the other mustards do not have a barrel, so you can see that just in case you're looking for it. All right, you want me to change your life?
You're looking at
For,
Ted?
for the better?
Yes.
Okay, so-
Yeah, I literally I can change your life right now. Okay. They did a recent study in Ireland's the Southeast Technological University. Okay, and this applies to the three of us. It said, and they came out with this, that playing orange golf balls will lead to better scores.
Huh. And I don't play orange golf balls that often.
Well, you play colored golf balls.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
lately, I've been actually playing white lately. But yeah,
I don't like that. I don't like that. First of all, you know what? That's something we need to stomp right now.
Yeah, it's weird. Why are you
Yeah,
using a
I
white
don't like
golf
that
ball all of
because
a
I
sudden?
know your shitty shot. After you hit, I walk like and look in the rough and look in all the shitty places for a colored golf ball, like
Okay.
yellow or blue or red, whatever, orange, and that's white. And so I just walk by it because I know that your shitty shot isn't with a white ball. Your shitty shot is with a colored ball.
I'll make it a point to use the colored balls going forward. So
It is
I got enough of
confusing.
them,
I
yeah.
agree.
It is because I always equate like good golfers using white golf balls, but here it is. Okay, these guys did at the Southeast Technological University, which is a lot of words that don't sound like a real school.
No,
Okay, it's in Ireland.
definitely not accredited.
I don't know. I'm sure you could get a credit there. They did a 3-year study. Okay, Ted, you were obviously not included in this study because what they said is they believe the color is able to keep the ball warm and gain more distance because of the color. So the orange was the perfect color to soak up the sun's heat rays and give you 3 to 5 extra yards of distance.
And this study was sponsored by Orange Golf Ball Manufacturers.
Hold on. You ready? This study was funded by a company called Seed Golf in the same town as Southeast Technological University. And ta-da, their specialty is orange golf balls.
It's incredible.
And they're all Protestant, right?
Yeah. And so this is...
Right? Isn't Protestant orange and green?
Is it? I have no idea. Wait, religions have colors?
No, like in Ireland,
Oh.
if there's parts of Ireland. The flag represents.
I think the Irish flag, part of it's like orange and
right,
green.
like on one side of Ireland is like all Protestants, and the other is all Catholics.
And one of those colors is that color?
Yeah,
I
it represents that region.
Oh, like the dichotomy
I
there?
think so. Yeah, I could be mistaken.
All right, so this is kind of funny because the guy who did the study at Southeast Technological University, and right now we have a lot of listeners in Europe and a lot in Ireland, so I'm sure somebody went to school there and is now FUing us for this. The guy in charge of the study said that even though the company paid for the study, they were going to announce the results either way. If it made no difference whatsoever and is a waste of time, they were going to say that. But it just so happens.
Just coincidentally.
Yes, just so happens that the Seed Golf Company that makes Seed Golf Ball Company that makes orange golf balls, the specialty, was right.
And are some orange golf ball manufacturers better than others?
Well, this one is.
Oh, okay.
Yes. None of them have.
Because all the major manufacturers, like Wilson makes a colored orange golf ball.
Yeah, but nothing.
Titleist.
No.
You guys got
studies were funded on this.
You need to stop because orange is my favorite color.
Yeah, why
had
don't you?
me- I am gonna start. I do want to use an orange ball now. I was using those TaylorMades that have the stripe. Remember? And they make one with an orange stripe, but they're very expensive balls.
But I mean, if you're getting 3 to 5 yards extra, wouldn't it be worth it? So you can go from shooting 95 to 82. I don't know who would pay for that.
3 to 5 shots they expect.
Does it stay on the fairway? That's all I'm concerned about. Distance. I have
Well-
no problem with distance.
You might have to walk into the woods an extra 3 to 5 yards to go find your ball.
Okay,
All
I got to
know
go
is-
through all the balls you already gave me for Christmas.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. So all I know is if I have a study, I bet you somewhere around here, Northeastern Illinois University or whatever school is around here,
NEIU.
I bet you I could find a school that would absolutely just say whatever I want them to say. Right? I mean, isn't that how these things work?
That's not how studies work.
It's exactly how studies work.
Well, there's a lot of bias, So you have to have like what is it called? You have to have like the blind group, and then you have to have the
What?
placebo.
How would blind people play golf?
You have to have the placebo, and then you have to have So basically, what you have to do is you have to take the orange ball. No, you can't do that because it has to be orange. Okay, I'll just say paint the orange ball purple, and see if you still get it because it's still orange. You're just
Dude, if they were blind,
Now you just
tell
made
them
it
they're hitting
brown.
an
Now
orange
it's a
ball.
brown ball.
it's a double.
Just painted a purple ball with orange paint.
I meant to say double blind study.
Oh my God, that would be no. But you can get anybody to do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where most of the studies that we see are complete and total bullshit.
And who's hitting these golf balls? I mean, are we talking about a guy who's?
It wasn't you because
Yeah.
these people got better.
Oh,
That's why I said it. It's
Right.
not
You cannot use anything but a white ball on the tour, correct? PGA
No,
tour.
you can use anything you want.
Yeah,
on a PGA
yeah,
tour. you
for
can
sure.
use
Yeah,
Use anything you want.
Bubba Watson was using like a yellow Volvic for a
Okay,
long time.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was it yellow or red?
Red, yeah. So
Yeah.
I saw a guy win something not too long ago, and he was using like a yellow ball. So
Oh yeah. One of the guys. Yeah, there's a few guys here and there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's just a stigma
Yeah.
because you see people like Ted.
Titleist doesn't make.
Yeah, they do. They make a yellow.
Oh,
Yeah,
do
and
they?
they make an orange too, yeah.
Actually, they make
Pro
a bunch
V1
of colors.
though. Pro V1.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
I got
wow.
some orange Pro V ones that I've yet to crack out.
Yeah, they actually went into the that mat ball thing. They
Yeah.
went and they
Right.
did a whole bunch of those things so that they could get the Teds.
Yeah.
You want to get the, those people that don't really care about golf and, just go out there and just whack around and leave clubs at home, which he did again yesterday. Yeah.
I have no answers.
Yeah. I have no
I was a little out of sorts.
It's the most amazing thing.
I was a little out of sorts yesterday.
No. It's the most amazing thing to me that you don't bring all your golf clubs when you play golf.
I brought most of them, I brought the ones I thought I would need, and, you got to hit the ones that you have.
When you show up to a softball game, you're like, Ted, you got everything? Yeah, the only thing I don't have is a glove and a bat and spikes. I got everything
The good
else.
thing about playing softball is there's always going to be a guy who's got that $300 or $400 brand new bat, and if he's not a complete dick, you can use it, So that's one good thing about softball. You don't actually have to buy a high-end bat because there's always going to be that one guy.
Yeah, but I've been on teams where they're like, no fucking way.
Okay.
You've been on teams with somebody who's like, there's no bat for you to use if you don't bring your own.
No, there was team bats, but there was a guy in the team that had a real expensive bat. Wouldn't let anybody use it.
Okay, yeah. So I've seen that before.
But for the most part, everyone was using.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So you buy a bat so expensive.
It was a young kid, man. He was young.
So if somebody says, "Hey, can I use this bat?" Maybe just hit like 3 home runs.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, "Hey, man, I want to use this bat," and he would say no.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was using.
Dude, that's cold-blooded, man.
I was using a bat. It was just it was so old. It was just a piece of fucking silver steel with tape on the handle.
Yeah.
And I was jacking home runs with that.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I think the bat I have is really old, but I mean, I don't try to hit home runs. I mean, it just kind of happens. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get the softball game on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in for the softball. I'm totally in for the softball.
I'll play that.
You know what? Before we get to before we officially start the show and get Teddy's tips going, I saw the saddest, stupidest thing I've ever seen in a long time, and I wanted to share it.
Because sharing's caring.
Yeah.
Please.
Mark knows this because he saw this too. The Chicago Bears announced their plan for a new stadium last week.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And to no one's surprise,
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
It looks
of course it's
unreal.
amazing. Of course it's amazing. It's how much? $7 billion.
No. They
No,
said-
I think it's only like 4 to start.
They said
4.5
$4 billion.
4.5 or 5.
I saw.
no
I
way.
saw 7.
It's you know what? It'll probably be 7.
Yeah. Cost
without
overrun.
a doubt,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And the funniest thing is, so they're making this announcement, right? And they're saying, the mayor's there and everything. And we have to admit, our city is broke ass city. It's broke.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have the money. I mean, we got one of the highest city taxes.
Unfunded pension liabilities, worst
Yeah.
in the country.
Yeah,
Negative credit, bad. What's the AM
Bond
best
rating.
bond rating, AM
Yeah.
best credit rating?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Junk
But
bond territory.
forget about the biggest detail here that no one's talking about.
what's
The
that?
taxpayers are still on the hook for $350 million for the last stadium 20 years ago. We still have not paid the interest on that loan. It was a deferred interest loan. So it's coming due now. Like, it's an election year. We are going to start. The taxpayers are on the hook for the interest of the loan for the.
Not me. I didn't vote for it. I
Yeah, but
didn't.
you're still on you live in the city, Ted. You don't get to walk in and
No,
say.
I mean, it's not
no.
going to come out of your pocket personally, but it's coming out of the tax base.
Oh yeah,
Well, let me
yeah.
ask you this. So how much do they want for public money for the stadium?
Just a
over at
little
Churchill
over
Bank Stadium?
$2 billion.
Oh, is that all? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Or what are they going to do if they don't get it?
I think there'll be mass protests. People are doing that now, Ted. There's going to be somebody's going to protest somewhere. They're going to stop some kind of traffic, but that's not the thing. I mean, listen, if any city's dumb enough to give money to from
billionaire.
everything you know,
Yeah. So George Hallis, Virginia Hallis, the Bears are worth what, $6 billion?
$6 billion.
Actually, I don't know if you knew this, but today or recently, Donald Ross, who's the owner of the Dolphins, he turned down a $10 billion offer to sell that team.
Yeah, I wouldn't sell it.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? If I owned any professional
cash
sports team,
cow.
yeah, it's beautiful. But that's not even the thing. I don't care how much money the city gets. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything to me. This is the part that made this the saddest and stupidest thing I've ever seen. They started off with a prayer before the press conference. When they started the press conference, they started off with a prayer from a local pastor who I'm fairly sure is complete and total fraud. Okay?
Well, just when you hear the word pastor, you could assume that they're a confidence man, flim-flam man,
Okay,
snake
so-
oil salesman.
So this was his prayer, okay? This is part of it. This is the like the main gist
Yeah.
of his prayer, okay? This is what he says. This is what he said. I believe he was talking directly to God when he did this. I don't know that you played football, but I am asking you to help us. Help us to win some games. Help us to get a Super Bowl and bring back the 1985 roaring, cheering we had for your glory and for your good.
Might as well say glory hole.
Okay, so I want you to think about this.
That you just read what he said.
What he
right?
said.
Yep.
Yes. So he started off with, I don't know that you played football. So I just need to get this straight. This pastor is unclear whether God played football at some point in his life. Yeah.
We're supposed to all kind of smirk at that.
Yeah.
That's such. Oh, that's so cute.
Well, he didn't want to offend him, because he just wanted to qualify. He didn't want to overstep his bounds, So, so here's God right now. So he goes, well, I'm in the process of curing cancer and making sure people get the organ donations they need. Oh, hang on, hold on. This guy, he wants a new stadium. Oh, fuck all you guys. I gotta get something more important here.
I mean, even if you're being cute, it's just so dumb. Yeah. It's just so dumb, right? Yeah. Now, this is the other part I don't get. Does the pastor actually believe that God has a hand in helping Chicago to win? Because if he does, then at this point he has to know that God is a Kansas City Chiefs fan and has no interest in any other team except for the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, and it's probably a Taylor Swift thing. He could probably see it coming.
Travis Kelce just signed, I think, like a 2-year extension and making him the highest paid tight end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So after all this, and I'm thinking about this, and Mark and I talked about this because it happened last week, right after the show when we recorded on Tuesday, and then I started thinking about this. Is God actually punishing the team because we have such a shitty stadium?
Well, the Lord is a Swiftie.
Yeah.
So he's going to go with the
So that's it?
Chiefs.
No, remember the curse of the...
So could one of the Bears date? Does Taylor Swift have a sister?
She's got a mom.
Good enough. So what we need is somebody on the Bears to start banging Taylor Swift's mom so that we can win because God can...
Would she be called a Mifty?
Oh, God. A Milfy?
Muffin top.
No,
It's got to be an acronym we could come up really quick on the fly.
I mean,
Let's go.
what other city
what other females
would ever do this?
What's like a famous female singer right now that's not married who
somebody on the team can bang so
Madonna.
God will help us to
Madonna.
win?
Madonna, yeah, she's coming back with a tour.
Okay,
she's going to be all the rave like in this summer.
But that actually makes sense. Madonna,
yeah,
God, oh my,
I
just almost said, oh my God, yeah, I almost did that.
Good grief!
No, I just the concept is so weird. That,
no, the taxpayer should not fund a private entity's.
Oh, I'm not even thinking about that. Listen, it's a done deal.
Yeah, no, I don't think
it's a done deal. The Bears.
You're
Bears
just
money.
talking about the irony or the nerve that they had having this pastor come up there and introduce their pitch. He's like the what do you call it?
He's the pitch man, right?
Yeah, the pitch man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just he's the front man for this, and it's just so weird. It's like, the mayor can just say, "Listen, God wants this to happen." Yeah, you know what? God wants me to give $2 billion of your tax money. Because don't worry, we'll just raise a little bit of taxes. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Dude, you know they got to be lining. They got to be offering Brandon Johnson a ton of money.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, it's so much easier.
We're going to be able to do this for the city. We'll give you this, that. Not him personally, but I mean, they're probably just like.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, this is why every city, state, everybody, they want this legislature. Why we want representatives. That's why we don't get to vote on anything, because it's easier for the corporations and the big money people to bribe 100 people or 400 people rather than 4 million people, right? I mean, there's no amount of money they could give to all of us to offset the fact that we're going to have ridiculous taxes. But you can bribe an alderman, a congressman.
Well, they don't even have to go
senator.
through the state senate because they're just going through the city council, right? Because Chicago's like its own separate entity, so they don't. Do they need approval from the governor?
No, because the governor ain't giving them shit.
Yeah, so they just really need
I
a city.
actually liked it. I actually liked what the governor said.
I love what he said.
The governor was great, man.
Well,
He's just like, listen, I don't have time. He goes, he basically said, there's priorities in the state of Illinois.
Yeah,
and obviously giving money to someone who doesn't need it, who wants to build a stadium for a sports team,
and he's a billionaire himself. Don't forget.
Oh, yeah, he's stealing enough, but he's just like, he goes, this is.
No, it's a common sense concept. It's not. So basically, you're basically rewarding him for basically saying what a normal thinking person would say. So that's like saying I take care of my family. Like, wow, congratulations, you're supposed to do that.
Now, you know what the irony is? The irony is in 6 months from now, when he gives
when he gets bribed too. Yes.
Yeah, when the state gives the Bears $1 billion also, right? Because
keep it fair.
Then we can all say, "Well, that guy was great," and then it was like, Oh, that guy's a piece of shit. Yeah, this is really pissing me off.
Keep it fair.
All right. Let's see. This is the Real Three Idiots podcast, and happy Mother Goose Day.
What?
Yeah, today is Mother Goose Day. If you know what that is, you are obviously old.
I don't know what that is. I mean, I know it's a nursery rhyme, but I don't know what.
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
So it's
Okay.
just
All right.
it's some nursery rhymes from like the 1800s. Actually,
It's a series. It's a book, right?
yeah, it's a series of books. So I didn't realize this. Actually, where Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella,
Oh, okay.
and a bunch of the Disney stuff came from was Mother Goose.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny. They stole all that stuff from Mother Goose, right? You know what? That's probably my favorite thing. It's the ability to do that and then immediately become outraged
Yeah.
when someone tries to do the exact same thing to you. Oh man. All right. Let's see. Ted, are you actually ready for your tip this week?
Yeah, I just want to mention one thing real quick.
Okay.
So I have a Giselle Bundchen story for you that'll warm your heart. So I guess Giselle Bundchen, wherever she is, and she's driving. I guess she's driving fast for conditions, so she gets pulled over by a police officer who has a body cam footage. She immediately starts crying. You know, she's by herself in the car. I'm sure the officer doesn't know who she is. I'm sure she knows how beautiful she is, you know, because I'm sure she gets reminded of it every day. So he basically is talking to her, trying to give her a ticket. And, of course, so she's adamantly protesting it because she's claiming that she's being followed by the paparazzi, so that's why she was speeding. And I guess the officer's he's just trying to do his job and give her a ticket. And I guess the next day the mayor of whatever town, I think somewhere in Florida, jumps in and basically throws the cop under the bus. She did the classic, started crying when she got pulled over.
So, dude, how would the paparazzi follow you in a car? Like, what would be the purpose? You just keep driving. What are you worried about? It's not like you're on the street,
Princess Di died. They were chasing her.
right? But couldn't she have just driven?
She wasn't driving though, but
Yeah, couldn't the guy? I mean, I know you want to get away from them.
Yeah, but they're
wouldn't
just
you-
but they're just photographers. They're not like trying to kill you. They're not like armed assassins, you know. So I mean, yeah, just stay in the car and I mean, like when they showed a picture of her, she's wearing a hat. I can't tell. I wouldn't know who she is, But I'm saying the cop doesn't know who she
Wait,
is.
are you saying she could have been possibly making this up, Ted?
No, I'm not saying even if she was telling the truth. I'm not saying she wasn't telling the truth. But the point is, she was asking for special treatment,
And she got it.
And she got it. Yeah,
She got it.
Yeah, so the cop got you basically I mean, it's national news. It's national. A police officer pulled over Giselle Bundchen to give her an everyday speeding ticket, and the police officer got thrown under the bus by the mayor, who's obviously a gutless coward.
I would pull the mayor over every day.
but
Yeah.
doesn't everybody do that?
Lie about getting followed by paparazzi. That's I used that excuse twice and got away with it both times.
Well, not that, but
Just so
doesn't
you know.
everybody try to get out of a ticket? Doesn't everybody say something? Doesn't everybody appeal to the officer at some
But what
level
could
or
you-
another?
What could you really say?
I'm not saying I'm not.
No, but
I'm
what
just-
could you really say?
I got out of a ticket. I just said I apologize for speeding. I was just in a hurry to get where I'm going, and that's it. And then
And it worked.
And then basically you said, hey, I'm going to give you a warning, and just be careful out there.
Oh, you left out the part. Listen, officer, I need to get home as quickly as possible. I'm really drunk and I don't want to be out on the road. I think it's any longer I spend on the road driving is a danger not only to myself, but everyone on the road, on the sidewalk, and those two kids at the park that I ran over. Yeah.
Let's get crazy now. So.
Oh, here I got a story. A district attorney in Monroe County, New York. Do you guys see this?
It was on video, right? The whole thing's on video.
Yeah,
But that
yeah.
body cam. Yeah,
Okay.
same concept. Yeah.
Right. So she's on her way home. She's speeding. Right. She's doing like 55 and like a 30. Right.
Absolutely.
She gets pulled over.
In her house.
Yeah. Well, no, she kept driving to her house.
Oh, she didn't even pull over.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. She wouldn't pull over. Right.
Nice.
So she starts screaming at the cop, and she does my favorite thing of all time.
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, I saw
That was awesome, right? So she does it. She said, "Do you know who I am?" And the cop's just like, "Yeah, that's not really an issue
He did.
right here."
He did know who she was.
Yeah. He's like, "That's not really an issue here." He goes, "You were doing like 20 miles an hour over the limit." And I guess she was in a residential area, right?
Yeah.
So it's only 35 miles an hour, right? So I guess at some point, she grabs her badge, because I guess district attorneys have
They
badges.
have a badge to get in the courthouse. Yeah.
So she waves it in front of his face,
Yeah.
right? And then this is great.
Jacob Stein, United Federation Musicians.
Yeah. This is great. She gets on the phone at some point, right, and dials the chief of police, which I guess she knows because she's district attorney, and she starts screaming at him.
That's called tampering.
Yeah. She starts screaming at this guy, I have your boss on the phone. Do you want to tell him that you just pulled me over?
I'd be like, yes.
Well, I didn't pull you over because you're in your garage.
Yeah. I mean,
actually, you were evading the lawful instructions of a police officer. So I just followed you until you stopped your car because actually you didn't pull over. That's what I would say. Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah. So she keeps on going, right? And now this I love the stuff that comes out of this, right? She goes, my office prosecutes these tickets. What do you think I'm gonna fucking do with that ticket? And
she's just saying all the. She's so charming.
She did a 180 the next day, though.
Well, but
She
here's
put
the
out
thing.
a statement
But here's the thing. Not until she got on social media and basically said she did nothing, that none of this stuff. And at this point, I can't believe she's not smart enough to realize that the cop has video of the whole thing.
Yeah, he's got the body cam.
He's got the body cam during the whole thing. So she says, she comes out and she gets on social media and she blasts out, I didn't do anything. This is ridiculous. I complied with everything he said and blah, blah, blah. And then the cops, of course, got pissed, right?
Yeah, released the body cam.
And then they
footage.
released the footage.
You know, it's great. I love the fact that he didn't even say anything to her about that.
Yeah. Not a word.
Like, you're a bumbling moron.
No, the
right
best
now.
thing to do is like when someone goes off the rails like that, just let them talk. Don't give them any oxygen. Like, just stay silent. And then, like I said, when the shit goes bad, just say, "Oh, here's the footage of your DA acting badly."
Yeah.
I usually don't call for people to get fired, but she should resign immediately. I'm calling for her immediate resignation or definitely demotion.
Well, the beauty of it is after she shitbagged this guy on social media, right?
Because
then the
that's-
next day,
that's conduct.
Mark's right. She came out, right?
She said all the right things. I'm sorry. I didn't live up to the standards that I uphold for everybody.
I
Blah,
was
blah,
working.
blah.
Ready? I was working very hard, overworked, trying to put away the criminals that are out there. And all that stuff.
Except me.
Yeah. I mean, just think about that. The shit you got to deal with, not just from like a hardened criminal, like she could have been like a crazy person with a gun, right? No, now he's got to deal with a crazy person with entitlement.
Entitlement, big time, yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I guess the governor is involved now and said that she's going to be prosecuted. I don't know if she loses her job over this, but honestly,
she's got to resign because obviously it's just she let the horse out of the barn on that one. I mean, I don't see how she can preserve the integrity of knowing what she did because now it's a double standard because every defense attorney is going to say, well, she obviously thinks she's above the law, so how come my client's not above the law? You
know what? That is kind of funny when you think about it, right?
There was another case actually about a year ago where I guess a police chief of some small town in Florida was driving a golf cart while intoxicated and gets pulled over by the police. And I guess her husband's in the golf cart. And then she did the same thing, you know who I am speech, and she gone. That's what happened.
He killed her?
No, she
knew who she was.
She grabbed some bench. Grabbed some bench.
Oh, man, that is so bad. All right, Teddy, are you ready for your tip?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Ted's tip is brought to you by Steak and Shake. Steak burgers and handmade milkshakes since 1934. And don't forget, every day from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. is happy hour. All shakes and drinks are half-priced. Now, please enjoy a musical interlude.
Teddy missed the show that day. He left Matt Shack. But that was all he missed. And Teddy's coming back. At the Howard Street bar in a junked up car, he made a stop. Just long enough to grab 3 crowns off the top. Next stop, Chi-Town, Teddy putting the tipping down. Let it roll. He said, one more tip, ought to get it. One last tip before we quit it. One for the show. Teddy, whoa. He's for the tipping, he's for the hoe. Teddy's a-waiting for the show. Teddy, whoa. He said, one more tip, ought to get it. One last tip before we quit it. One for the show. Teddy.
Oh, man. Oh.
Matt's favorite artist? Boz Scaggs.
That was Boz Scaggs?
Yeah, that's why I had to shut my mouth the other night when you're...
Oh, that's a good song. The
He's
song
got-
you played for me was a terrible song.
Well, you couldn't even hear it. I'm like, I
Whatever
don't know
that
what
song
you're
was, it was terrible.
Boz Scaggs is Unreal.
One
He transcends
more tip.
all genres of music.
Ought to get it.
Rock and Roll Hall of Famer,
All right.
Grammy after Grammy, still touring to this day.
Really? Nice.
And Matt disparaged him in front
All
of
right,
me.
I'll get him on the show.
All right.
And, you
Love
know what?
Boz Scaggs,
Yeah, I'll
man.
get him on the show and apologize. All right. Ted's Tips can neither confirm nor deny that it was involved in last week's protests at the Lululemon headquarters. We will continue to state emphatically that we do not believe yoga pants should exist in any sizes bigger than large. There's always got to be, something's always there. All right, Teddy, here's your tip. Ted, this will be the shortest, hopefully easiest tip ever. My best friend just got a dog. She is now bringing it everywhere. I don't want her bringing it to my house. I need a reason to make sure she doesn't ever bring it to my house. No, Matt, I won't poison it. I just don't like dogs. Eloise, age, none of your damn business. Sydney, Australia.
Oh, that's old.
Yeah, she...
Hey,
Eloise, we don't believe you're old. We
Eloise-
just think you are.
Eloise is kind of possibly a name, from a bygone era, but that we'll reserve judgment for that later. So I'm assuming by this tip.
Wait, are you literally calling her
No, I'm just-
out of date?
No, I'm saying like if you heard a name like Eleanor or Myrtle,
All
or
those names came back like 20 years ago.
like old style.
Helen, I swear to-
Eloise, Helen, I can see. Eloise.
My
is
grandmother's
not-
name was Adeline. Adeline came back. Helen.
I have an Adeline. There's an Adeline in my
I'm
school.
telling you, it's the most
But
popular.
Eloise, Eloise, listen, we appreciate your tip.
She was married to
But-
Fred Sanford, right? Wheezy?
Wheezy.
No, that
that was just Louise.
Louise. Oh.
Yeah.
No, that's the Jeffersons.
Yeah, if you heard the name Eunice,
Wheezy.
or Myrtle, would you think that's like a young girl's name? That's all I got to say. And I'll just leave it at that.
No, an ugly young girl. If it was a young girl's name, it'd be a very ugly young girl's name. Yeah, that's just an old person's name or a very
Got it.
unattractive
Okay.
person's name.
Anyway,
All right, go ahead.
so I'm assuming by reading this tip that the dog has not been to her house yet. She's just fearful that it might show up to her house.
I believe the way she described it is
She doesn't-
it's one of those people, you ever seen those things where people get a pet, like it's usually a dog, and then
Yeah.
it's everywhere, right? Like I literally drove today and there's a woman with a decent, it's not a big dog or anything, but I would say mid to small size dog in her lap, half sticking out of the car as
Driving,
she's
I know. I
trying
see
to
that all the
drive.
time.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, isn't that worse than a cell phone? I mean, you got a live pet on your lap digging his claws into you, and I'm surprised they don't get pulled over. I'm just saying, cops are so quick to pull over for someone having no seatbelt. You got these people driving with a canine on their lap. Where's the cops when you need them? So
I like that, a canine. Mark, do you ever had a canine? You ever driven? Oh,
cougar in the car.
Mark, have you ever driven with a dog of any size, any kind of animal in your lap?
No comment. It was a wild night, man.
Wow.
I've driven with a honey badger in my lap. That didn't turn out too well.
Ted, you are the shittiest driver I've ever seen. If you did everything you do is distracting, I couldn't even imagine if you had an animal in your car.
Anyway, back to the tip. Look, we don't know if this is an emotional support animal. I would ask to see her ADA compliance letter. No, but on a side note, okay, here's what you're going to do. She brings the dog everywhere, which is kind of weird, number one. Sounds like it hasn't been to your house yet, but it sounds like you're anticipating that it will show up at your house one day. So I would do a preemptive move and just say, instead of saying, I don't want the dog there, I would just say, oh, that's great that you have a dog. I would probably find out what the breed of the dog is and says, oh, you know what? I'm sorry, I'm allergic to that. I'm allergic to dogs in general, but especially that breed because I guess you should just make up a story. Just say, hey, a relative of the family had a dog like that years ago. I had a bad reaction, so unfortunately, we'd love to have you over for some tea, but we can't have the dog over at that. Based on that, So just do a preemptive thing. And I was here's part two. Obviously, this obviously defeats the whole purpose. But somehow, if the dog, like say, unexpectedly ended up at her house, unannounced, and she was just kind of caught off guard, what I would do the second time around is get some type of how you have like a plug-in to for insects. You could have something like that drives the dogs crazy, the high pitched thing where the dog would be so
There
uncomfortable.
you go. Now you're getting somewhere.
Or the dog would start whining.
That's what I'm talking
It's
about.
like instead of like the divisive fence, if you have a plug-in for insects or rodents and it drives them crazy. I wonder if there's a plug-in for dogs or just have something like
It's
on
like an electronic dog whistle that's
yeah,
constantly being
or
played.
like on a recorded loop where it would just drive the dog insane. Where she wouldn't even want to bring the dog over there. So that's my 2-part process.
Dude, that is fucking cold-blooded.
See, I would have said go put up a bunch of signs around the house in the front lawn saying no dogs, no dogs, no dogs.
I mean, that is.
Is it female or is it
passive.
is
a lot
it
of work.
female or male?
I didn't say.
Because she could say, "Don't bring that bitch over here." She could just use a derogatory
Dude.
remarks like,
Yeah, because that's
leave that bitch at home.
Yeah, but that's ruining the decor of her house. Now she has to modify her whole life on the off chance that this dog might come by. Like I said, I think the easiest solution is just preemptively say, "Oh, congratulations on having a dog. Oh, what breed is that? Oh my God, I don't know if you knew this, but I'm actually deathly allergic to that breed. So, next time you're at the house, if you could please just leave the dog away because it just
But she can't say deathly allergic because then she can't go anywhere. Here's part of that problem.
Yeah.
If one of her other friends likes the dog and
Oh,
lets it
okay.
over,
Yeah.
then she couldn't be there. So you got to
Right.
be careful when you start bringing up that stuff.
So part 2, like I said, have the electronic dog whistle or like something on a feedback loop, like a recording where you bring the dog over and it just drives it crazy where she won't even want to bring it over.
Or
So,
I
problem solved.
have chocolate all over my house.
I love
I
chocolate.
have chocolate everywhere.
I love chocolate.
The dog
Yeah.
probably, if the dog comes over, if that bitch comes over, it's probably going to die.
You know what? I could do my best to clean it up, but honestly, it's literally everywhere. It's like a sickness I have. Yeah. So instead of like a hoarder, you're like a chocolate hoarder.
Yep.
But
All over on the floor.
You know what's funny? I've had every dog I've ever owned has eaten chocolate, and nothing has ever happened to it.
Yeah.
So is that even
is that a
real?
myth?
Except Bailey.
That dog did not die because of chocolate.
Old age.
Yeah. Old chocolate. Yeah.
So.
No, I mean, is that even a thing? I know they tell you that dogs can't eat this and dogs can't eat that and other animals and stuff.
Yeah.
But honestly,
Chicken bones.
well, they could choke on that, I guess, right?
So that's the other thing. I throw my wings all chicken bones all over the floor of my house. I have chocolate chicken bones everywhere.
Chicken bones
I
Willie.
have chocolate chicken bones everywhere.
Oh my God. Yeah, so I got a new thing where all the food I eat, I just throw on the floor, and I mostly now just eat chocolate.
And just walk
chicken.
over. I just walk over it.
Bone-in chicken.
I remember a buddy of mine telling me that he was dating a woman, never went to her house, and then when he went to her house, she had dogs, and it was very messy when he got in there, and he actually stepped on a pile of dog crap.
Ugh.
Yeah, he said he ran out of there as fast as he possibly could.
We've read stories like that where someone goes to their house for the first time, like you're in a dating situation, then you realize how like unsanitary or unhygienic they are.
Yeah.
Hear about stories like women go to a guy's house and they go to the bathroom and like there's like no towels, there's no soap, there's no shampoo. It's just like, what is this guy?
What would be
There's no toilet paper, So.
How hot would someone have to be for you to overlook something that gross? I mean, is there
Red hot? like
Giselle Bundchen hot?
no, I'd have to be hotter than that.
Hotter than Giselle Bundchen to overlook
She's not hot to me. I
Kathy
find
Bates hot?
No, I just wonder, like, where's that limit? Like, when you walk in and you see somebody who lives by themselves and they just live like a slob. I mean, is there any bigger turnoff than that?
Remember, wasn't there a movie a long time ago? It was called Joe's Apartment, and it was a guy who was like an extremely good-looking guy, but it was like all roaches in the apartment. It was like a one-bedroom,
it's
talking
and then
roaches.
the talking roaches. But he
Yeah.
was like ridiculously he looked like Chris Pine or something.
I was actually going to do that for a movie mention. It's actually a MTV short film.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a really
Yeah, but he lives in this dingy one-bedroom
Yeah, yeah.
apartment surrounded by cockroaches.
Is it me or is Chris Pine not? His forehead throws me off.
Yeah, I'm just using.
I know
this
he's
as-
good-looking.
Yeah,
I
Liam
know he's
Hemsworth.
good-looking.
Yeah, I'm just whatever the
Oh,
male
okay,
standard of
right,
beauty
yeah,
is. Yeah, whatever the male standard of
Wear a
beauty is
hat.
these days. Yeah. So
Okay, I mean, I'm just saying, it's weird. I love Star Trek. I love watching him, but his forehead throws me off.
yeah, okay, maybe that was a poor choice. Yeah, just think of a ridiculously good-looking guy living in very squalid conditions with talking cockroaches. Okay, we'll just leave it at that.
So I wonder, you know what? I wonder to a woman how hot if Liam Hemsworth. I mean, he's obviously one of the,
Let's assume
there's
he wasn't famous.
Ryan Reynolds, one of
There's
these
two of
guys.
them.
But
There's two of
let's
them.
assume
Ryan
let's
Gosling.
assume he wasn't even famous. Let's just assume he was an everyday guy, but
Right.
it was still them.
Right.
They'd
so
still
he's
get a lot of
ridiculously good looking.
ridiculously good.
I wonder at what level of gross. Even a woman who's like so enamored with him would just be like, "Holy crap, this is too gross for me."
I guess if someone didn't bathe on a consistent, I think who does that?
Matthew McConaughey.
He doesn't bathe.
That's what you say.
He
I
doesn't
don't know
bathe.
anything about that.
Allegedly, he won't shower for like days on end because he doesn't believe in it. Of course,
He
because
does, what, he doesn't. He
course-
doesn't. See, that's what I don't understand. When
I don't
someone
know what-
says, "I don't believe in it,"
Well,
do
that's
they
the
not
wrong
believe
term.
it happens?
No, that's the wrong term. I guess he for some reason like the natural scent of a man, whatever bullshit theory he has. But I guess when you're loaded, here's the bottom line: when you're loaded,
natural
when,
scent of a
when you're
man.
loaded,
Hooah!
when you're loaded, you're eccentric. When you're poor, you're crazy. That's the bottom line. So obviously the standards change. Like Elon Musk, he's a lunatic too, but because he's worth billions of dollars, he can pretty much say whatever he wants, right? Because he's Elon Musk.
Okay, so
And
question. Think about this and try to be accurate. What's the longest you've ever gone without showering? Basically without bathing in any way, shape, or form? How many days?
I'm going to say for me, like maybe 2 days. I'm guessing. I'm seriously about 2 days. Yeah, with nothing. Yeah.
I don't
over like a weekend. If I'm not
and I'm
going
not talking about being sick where you're just laying in
I know.
bed,
No.
right? I'm talking about like you are out in public. Okay, you are out in public,
normal living
being
conditions. Yeah.
with other people.
I'd probably say
and
2
you
days.
haven't
I'd probably say 2 days. Like
bathed
I'd
in any way.
put a hat on. Like I'm not like socializing. I'm just going out to like buy like lottery tickets.
No,
or
I'm
something,
talking
but-
about
It's that's an American thing, bathing daily. So it's not. I mean, we're really like showing our ignorance here. It really is an American thing. People go in Europe. I mean, in Europe and in other countries, it is not uncommon for somebody just to bathe a couple times a week.
No, I did read
You
this.
wash your face, you wash your hands.
Yeah, you brush
but I
your
mean,
teeth.
right.
But
I
I
mean-
I did read this. It says it's actually better to not bathe every day because you want to. It actually builds up natural oils in your body
You're
and
not
your hair.
supposed to at
so
all.
It's
yeah.
actually good for your body to not bathe every day, which will dry out your hair. Chemicals from the soaps. Yeah, so there is some validity to that.
Yeah,
but,
but-
we live in a modern society, unfortunately. Yeah, if you were
No,
just kind of living in the woods somewhere,
My
or-
dermatologist said a long time ago, actually my kid's dermatologist, when I took the kids when they were just a little bit younger, and she was talking to them about bathing habits, she actually said that you shouldn't apply soap to, I mean, just, soap your maybe your feet, your pits, your face, wash that, but you shouldn't soap your whole body every single day. Privates, that's fine, but
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm acutely aware of
oh,
smell.
I'm crazy. I shower twice a day.
I mean,
It's disgusting. I shouldn't. I mean,
Do you have OCD
I don't
that we
know.
know about?
no, but I feel like I can smell myself, and if I can smell myself, I would be embarrassed to
Do
go
you
out.
smell what the Rock is cooking?
Yes, you know what I do because I'm acutely aware of it. Yeah, I don't know if I could be around and have people walk by me. Like I don't douse myself in cologne. You guys wear cologne?
No, but you got the body
No.
sprays now. You got like
Yeah, but
Axe
do you
body
wear that
spray.
stuff?
Yeah, I mean you spray on a little thin layer, from a distance, and it just covers you. I mean,
And
you're
then
not
walk into it?
No, you're not. Yeah, you're not slathering it on. It's not like the pimp oil. You ever work with especially
Pimp
with women?
oil?
Yeah, I mean with the women, like, and it's like the
Oh, the
over
hippie- the
that
hippo
over
oil?
it's that overpowering like flowery perfume that you can smell from like. It's something you probably put on a corpse, That way,
That's
you
I know
what
you-
my
I-
grandmother did.
I know that
yeah,
thing you're talking
that's.
about.
I mean, and
yeah.
you could smell it. It's so pungent. You could smell it from like.
I call
You know,
that old
the next
lady
room.
smell. They're just it
it's
smells
that
like
pungent,
my grandma.
That
yeah.
pungent perfume. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So, but
Yeah, yeah.
so you do wear like body spray?
Yeah, not every day, but I'll just put on a light layer. Very light. Very subtle.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't use the roll-on deodorant. I just use
You know,
the
the
spray.
only time I put any kind of cologne and I have some in the car is if I'm super sweaty and stinky.
Yeah.
And I can't wash.
Yeah.
And I just spray it on
Yeah,
me.
sure.
I don't know, man. I don't want people to think I stink.
It's an Eastern European shower.
That, oh gosh, I like to apologize right now to all.
What do you mean? I'm Eastern European.
What is that?
Aren't we all deep down?
Akshamash, dupayash.
Is that? I don't know what that language is, sir. I'm unclear.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm completely unclear on.
Is that
what
Polish?
That is.
Yeah. Miłomi popus-
Oh, okay. There you
What?
go. Popolski. Polish.
popusku.
I know nothing. We were German, and we had when I was younger, they spoke German,
Mhm.
and we never picked it up. We never got it. It
Yeah.
just never. Yeah, I never got another language.
Did you take a DNA test? Did you know you're Polish for sure?
I am 100% Polish.
Wow. I mean, 100%. That's pretty rare.
Yeah,
Be
he fell,
100%.
Ted, he fell down the steps twice. He's
Well, unlike Matt, okay, we know the story about Matt not being Irish. My great grandparents, both of them, immigrated from Poland, so they were born and raised.
That's what they told you.
They didn't speak English. And I never met them. But my great grandparents were born here. I'm third generation. 1, 2, 3, almost 4 generation, because only one of my great grandparents was not born in this country.
Okay.
So, but everybody, I mean, on both sides, my maternal and paternal, they immigrated from Poland. So whether or not they have some from that end, something else, I don't know.
Right.
But I mean, we can make some assumptions. But no one in my mom did. My mom did the ancestry stuff, but not the DNA test.
Right.
So she went on ancestry. So, and my aunt did it 25 years ago, and she went to Poland and met a bunch of our relatives. But yeah, there's like no deviation according to their research.
Because isn't Conan O'Brien? He's like 100% Irish. He did the DNA test, and they said it's actually rare for somebody to be 100% of anything. Usually you're mixed with something else.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You love Conan O'Brien.
No, I just like quoting that.
I
because
love
it's,
Conan. I
It's
listen
just
to him
weird.
every day.
Do you really?
Oh
He's
yeah,
still in the air?
he's got a podcast
Oh.
for the last 4 years.
Podcast.
Ted,
You're an
podcast.
idiot.
Hold on a second. Let me just say this: podcasts are great, and everyone should listen to them all the time.
I listen to his podcast every single. I've listened from day one till now. Now he's got a new show on Max.
Yeah. Conan O'Brien can't leave or
No.
has to go. Conan O'Brien has to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and I guess he
really-
goes to different countries.
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff.
really fucking
He's
funny.
He's pretty funny.
It's
He's a pretty funny guy.
It's. I mean, there's three or four episodes out right now. It's fucking hysterical.
Yeah, I mean his
And he was on Hot
podcast
One-
is good. It's not
Yeah.
the best.
He was on the last episode of Hot Ones.
Okay.
Like 3 weeks ago. It was probably the best Hot Ones I've ever seen.
Is it really?
Dude,
Did he go all the way
Yes, it got insane. It was fucking nuts. I never seen anybody do what he did.
through? Ooh, I have to watch.
It's only they're short, like 15 minutes long.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's I recommend watching it.
Yeah, my
was good.
favorite, my favorite hot one is who's the rapper, the giant fat dude, Jackson.
Khalid, DJ
Yeah,
Khalid.
yeah, DJ
Oh, that
Khaled.
guy, yeah.
Khaled, yeah.
Okay, so DJ Khaled is on. Okay, and Jack says you got to watch this one. We've seen a bunch. He goes, you got to watch this one. So he brings his own chicken. He's got a chicken company, a chicken stores. Okay, he brings his own chicken on, and he's just playing it up and all this stuff. And he starts off and he gets to the second sauce, and he goes, "Oh, this is so hot."
No.
Swear to God,
Oh,
you
my
got to
God.
watch this. It's one of the greatest ones of all time. And he goes, listen. He goes, I gotta be honest with you. He goes, I'm not gonna quit. I'm not quitting. He goes, but I'm just not gonna keep going. And the guy looks at him. After the seconds, no one's ever done this.
Sean?
Yeah, and he looks right at him. He goes, "You're not quitting." He goes, "No, I'm not quitting." He goes, "I'm just not going to continue." He goes, "You brought your own chicken." He goes, "Yes." He goes, "And you're on the second sauce." He goes, "Yes." But you're giving up. He goes, "I'm not giving up. I'm just not going
So
forward."
he never ate any more sauces?
That's it. Never ate any
How
more
many
else.
sauces
it
were
was,
there?
It was the weirdest. His weird thing. He made such a big deal about talking about his chicken, which I'm sure that's why he was on this thing. And I've never seen anybody give up after like 2 sauces.
How many sauces are there?
There's not. They
10.
do. No, they do.
Okay.
No, they do.
I think there's 10 or 8 or 10.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's 8 or 10.
they
So
get progressively
the first
hotter,
two,
I'm guessing.
Yeah, the first 2 are just like something you would get like at McDonald's.
Yeah, I think it's 10.
Yeah, it's. I mean, they're very.
Like the
they're
nug- like the-
very.
the chicken nugget
Yeah,
sauce.
Well,
yeah.
they're usually
they
the
show you the
tastiest-
bottle and they tell you the Scoville, and the first one is like 97,000 Scovilles, which is
It's very late.
nothing. And then it builds up.
Yeah, and
It
he
builds up,
literally quits
escalates pretty
immediately.
quickly.
It's honest to God, it is one of the funniest. as-
Conan didn't know anything about like hot sauces or anything, and he's not a spice guy. He never eats it. So when they got to the last,
he's
one-
Irish. That makes sense.
He said I grew up in a home that had no spices.
Yeah,
Everything was bland.
yeah,
He
ketchup.
goes,
Potatoes.
I didn't know what a spice was till I was 55. he
sour
says.
cream,
So he says. So they get to the last one, which is
like 5-alarm fire hot.
Pepper X,
Yeah.
the hottest pepper in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a concentrate like what we had. Remember we had that black.
Oh,
That's what it was. And dude, you got to watch it.
okay. Yeah,
Anyway,
don't wreck
so
it.
I
Don't
love
wreck it.
Conan.
But yeah, but if you like hot ones, you like watching that. Okay, go with Conan O'Brien because I'm sure it's gonna be hilarious because
Yeah,
there's a
it's-
lot of
yeah.
great, really funny people. Charlize Theron was awesome on it, and then
Maya
go right to-
Rudolph was good on it too.
Oh, you know what? She is so
suffered.
funny.
She suffered.
Dude, she is so funny. Oh my god! But then, yeah, go right to DJ Khaled because it's just so stupid. You know what? From that point on, I can't listen to his music. I can't do any. If he's on and talking, he just sounds so stupid to me. After listening to that, all right, got to ask you guys: have you guys ever heard of the phrase "trad wife"?
Yeah, actually, just recently.
Oh, damn! Hit me with what you know, my friend.
Traditional wife. Woman who wants to stay home and be a traditional wife and not work and just mind the house, right? Is that my understanding? I didn't
that's
look
it.
it up. I just,
That's
I
it.
just, yeah.
That's it.
I didn't
man.
know what that was.
So I don't know if you know that this is out there. It's a
I
thing.
thought you said trade wife.
That's what I thought it was. But it's TRAD wife, so it's short. It's like it's like when you say indie. I asked that guy, "What does indie mean?" He goes, "It's
get it.
independent." I'm like, "Oh,
I didn't know you didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like
didn't know
indie
that.
Wait,
films.
so trade wife, like, are you trading wives, or you like you're trading your wife for, like, you got a really nice pen? I guess I could. Yeah. Okay. I really like that pen a lot. Yeah.
Oh, that would be swap wife.
Yeah. Oh, God, wasn't there a TV show called
yeah,
Wife Swap?
wife swap, yeah."
Yeah.
Which is code for swingers club.
No, I think they just went and cleaned up each other's houses.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
lived
know.
with them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, it was.
What a weird thing to do. How do you talk your wife Or I don't know, how does your wife talk you into it's like, honey, I don't. You know, we should do. There's a show where I can just go someplace else and not be around you, and then you can get a different one. But mostly, I cannot be around you.
So it was it was like Trading Wives without the sexual component to it. Everything except the sexual.
I have no idea.
And,
No, it was, yeah.
okay.
Oh, so you didn't get
That was Steve Dahl's idea.
trade wife?
The
Wife swap?
Yeah, that was all Steve Dahl's idea. I swear to God, man. He came out. He'd been talking about that for years. He's like, just to get
Oh, his wife Janet.
Like
Yeah, I
Janet
remember
didn't
that.
appreciate him, and so she should go, live with somebody else, see how that will work out, and the whole thing. But Dave Chappelle did a spoof on that show.
Okay.
Remember? Did you see that one? That
No.
skit that Dave Chappelle did on the?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
see
it's
that.
great.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. So this exists, and it's a lot more popular than I thought. Okay. So it's
The
pretty
trad wife
intense.
thing,
The
trad
trad wife. Okay. Women dress like they're in the 1950s.
Yeah, very traditional. Yeah.
Very. I mean,
Like
traditional.
leave it to Beaver,
Ted,
June
How is
Cleaver.
that traditional?
I
It's
know.
an era thing.
It's an era.
Yeah.
It's just an era, but that's what they think. They stay at home. They bake bread. Traditional gender roles. And here's the key to the trad wife thing: they are absolutely subservient to their husband. Yeah. So I guess no anal at all, right? That just doesn't exist. I don't know, but yeah. So absolutely subservient, and surprisingly enough, it's an evangelical Christian thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is that crazy?
Yeah, I didn't realize it entailed that much.
It's always got to be a religion thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, it seems really weird that exists on a level where they have groups, they have like I don't know, what do you call them, like sounding boards and all this kind of stuff, and meetings and all these things where these people do that. Does that even?
well-
I mean,
well,
does
I
that
mean,
even interest you in any
But
way
let's
at
extrapolate
all?
that to some of these
No.
small towns in the United States that kind of, if you go to these small towns, it's like a step back in time. You still think in the 1960s or 70s because they're kind of like towns that are stuck in time, and they want it that way, So without like anything formal like that, a lot of people long for that kind of bygone era of just, in their mind, those were like idyllic times, even though they technically weren't, because obviously you just didn't have the social
Right,
media aspect.
but these are
so-
people that are like in their 20s, so
Yeah.
they know everything that exists now. Why would a woman not want to have her own independent thoughts?
Well, let's assume it's a fad. Let's assume that a woman who's wants to be a trad wife at the age of 25 might not want to do it when she's 40. So let's just assume it's a phase, or it's a
I would
a
guess
fad.
that there's a lot of that. I did
Yeah.
when I was reading about this. I did
You're going to
read-
outgrow that real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
going to get
that
old
shit's
real
gotta
quick.
get old.
Everyone changes over time.
Yeah.
And if this is not the norm and it doesn't fit, if it isn't what it is and you're faking it, because it's a fake thing.
It seems really fake,
Yeah,
doesn't
you're
it?
faking something and it ain't going to last.
I mean, how could
I
you?
mean, I'm sure there's some women that are more wired to be that type of wife naturally. Now, if that's the case, fine. But if you're forcing like a modern woman, not that there's anything wrong with that, to do the traditional role where she doesn't want to do it, but she feels like she has to, that's different. But I'm saying I'm sure there's women out there who embrace that role naturally, and if that's the case, good for them.
I don't know, man. I don't understand. Like in this day and age, how you could think that that's cool. Right? Like, I understand you want to stay home. That makes sense. Like, listen, I want to stay home. I want to be with the kids. My best time ever was when Jack was born, and that like year and a half where Savannah was around and Jack was born and I was home with the kids. I will tell you right now, if you ever, as a dad, have a chance to do that, you absolutely have to do it. It's life-changingly different. To be
so
around your kids.
Oh, so you stayed home all day, and then your wife
yeah,
worked?
because
Okay.
Cheryl was making more money at the
Oh,
time,
okay, yeah,
right?
sure.
So we were both teaching, but she was at it for like 5 more years, so she was making more money.
Yeah.
So it was straight up just a little monetary thing.
Yeah.
But if you get a chance to do that, and just every single day,
Yeah.
you're doing all that stuff, and you're taking care of them, you're entertaining them.
I'm sure you had a routine, right? Same breakfast at this time, lunch.
You know what?
activities.
Yeah. I mean, taking them out and doing stuff,
Yeah.
and entertaining them, and playing and doing all that stuff. It's such a life-changing thing for
Sure.
you, right?
That's great.
Yeah, it's a really, really, really cool thing. And if you're a dude and you get a chance to do it, I for whatever it sounds like if you're that guy, it sounds like what it's not woman's work.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally bonding with your kids. It's a really cool deal.
And it's hard work. I mean, staying at home, that could be exhausting.
You want to entertain too. You want to entertain. I don't know. I was going to say a fetus. If you want to entertain a newborn and like a 3-year-old,
I'd rather be in the. I mean, like I think working in an office 10 hours a day is easier than that. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
You know, so.
But I mean, it was just, I don't know. It was just really cool. When I look back on it, because it's one of those things that makes me think now that Savannah's old enough and talking about having kids and stuff, and at some point Jack will reproduce, right? I mean, I'm assuming he'll reproduce. Just
Like-
just spending time with, and it's probably because I was a teacher forever, but just spending time with your grandkids, little kids, and enjoying that seems like so much fun to me.
Sure.
Yeah, Teddy, you're not going to do that.
Well, I mean,
you're never going to do that.
well, if I have a grandkid, I would. I don't plan on having any kids anytime soon. I don't think.
So do you see Teddy as a fun grandfather?
Unless I
why not?
go to Taiwan or something and meet like a couple of 25-year-olds.
Mr. He's like Mr. Magoo.
I guess then I could. Well, like who just had didn't Mel Gibson? He already had 7 kids with it. So Mel Gibson, I'm just using him as an example. So he was married to his first wife for like 30 years. He had 7 kids with her. Breaks up with her, meets some like Russian chick for like a half a second, has a kid with her, and she's batshit crazy. Then he meets another woman and has a kid with her. And then Al Pacino, who's 85, just had a kid with some woman who's like 28. And she, of course, she's suing him for child support now.
Why would she have to sue him? It's.
I don't know. I didn't read the details, but the point is, a guy could probably have a kid anytime he wants, right? Assuming they're not fixed or there's something
That's
wrong
not
with
what
them.
we're talking about.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying the point is, you're talking about kids.
Spending time with them. Do you think Al Pacino spends? Al Pacino.
Well, you got to make the kid first in order to spend time with the kid.
Okay, so let's say
have a kid.
Al Pacino and Mel Gibson have kids, right? Just recent.
Are you going to rent? Are you going to rent a kid? Are you going to rent a kid to spend time with?
You think either one of those guys spend any time with that child?
No, they're both absentee fathers. Mel Gibson didn't raise any of his kids.
Oh man, that just seems so. That seems so wrong.
Some people are more paternal than others. I'm very, very. I always was very paternal. Always.
Right.
I mean, I grew up around. I was the oldest in the family, so all my cousins were younger, and then I babysat.
Yeah,
some of my friends
same here.
Yeah, so I mean, I was always very, very paternal. I thought I was going to have kids when I was like, 20.
Jeff Goldblum, I think he was like 68. He had twins with like a woman who's like 32.
You're talking about old people having kids.
Yeah, but I'm saying I've been saying you have to make the kid to spend time with the kid is my point.
Ted, are you trying to justify?
The kid just doesn't show up.
Ted, are you trying to justify going to Vietnam and finding like a teen bride or something?
You can't like conjure up a kid on a Ouija board. I'm saying you have to do it the old-fashioned way. And unless you're Angelina Jolie, then you can just adopt him from any part of the world, right? So.
That is, you know what? That is as when all these famous people all have all these kids and everything, you just wonder like what like how often do they like forget their kids' names because they don't ever talk to them, right? Like you remember your nanny's name, but you don't remember your kid's name, right? Eloise, make that one be quiet.
Well,
Which one?
There's
that one right there with the red shirt on.
There's 2 kids from Vietnam. There's 2 kids from Cambodia. There's a kid from like West Africa. We don't know, who's who. There's different cultural norms, So she's got biological kids. I think same with Madonna, right? She's got a biological kid, but she's another one. She's adopted like 4 kids from across the world. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, obviously she's adopting them from like third world countries. So that's like a lottery ticket for them, right there. They go from abject poverty to, obviously
to Madonna as your mom.
Yeah, but the point is they don't care. You know what I mean? They don't.
Man.
Yeah.
You know what? What's?
I wish Madonna was my mom.
But
I
hold on
need a new car.
Here, let's think about it.
You want to breastfeed again?
Yeah. So if that kid stayed in whatever country they were in and had like a loving parent, and all that kind of loving parents,
they'd
right?
be poor.
And then okay, but you're poor with a loving family.
But you can't live on love.
And your other choice,
you can't live on love.
Well, you can. I mean, I mean, there's a level you can't. But your other choice is Madonna. Right,
but they don't
Madonna.
Know
so Madonna goes on.
They don't know who Madonna is.
What about Meg Ryan? She adopted kids.
Yeah, but I mean, Madonna goes on tour for like 9 months.
Yeah,
okay.
Her kids are all grown though now.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
Madonna.
She had to be going. She had to be going on tour when she had young kids.
I don't think so. She hasn't
of course
toured in a long time.
But I'm saying, but when you had the kids, I mean, this is before Angelina.
Well, I don't want to shitbag Madonna.
No,
she might be a greatest.
No,
I'm
saying
time.
she probably had professional nannies. I'm sure she had a team of professional nannies, and then when it was convenient for her, she'd come in and play with the kids. And I'm sure she spent quality time with them.
I think Dennis Rodman was one of her nannies.
He was.
Madonna.
Oh my god.
So was Jose Canseco.
Yeah.
So was a lot of guys.
Yeah.
I don't think she called those guys nannies. Yeah, I really don't think she called those guys nannies. That seems like a stretch.
I think they called her Poo Nanny. That's what I think. That's what really happened.
Wow.
Just saying.
Gee
Just saying.
whiz.
Hey, truth hurts.
All right. Before we get to Mark's movie mentions, I thought it'd be important to mention this. It's official right now, at least for this election year. George Santos, despite being kicked out of the legislature, is not running for the Senate again.
Yeah, because he couldn't raise any money.
Right. But here's and this is the thing, right? Because a lot of it was said that he couldn't raise any money at all because who'd be crazy enough to give him money, right? But here's the thing. He got kicked out. Being kicked out of the legislature, okay?
Congress, yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Does not exclude you from running for Congress again.
Oh,
Does that seem weird to you?
So he got expelled from Congress.
Right. He got expelled from Congress.
Yeah, that's weird. You would think
But
that.
it does not exclude you from
that's
running for
very
Congress.
strange.
Yeah, that is interesting. That's an interesting.
He's great at parties, though.
Yeah.
Great at parties.
Oh, my God.
He can't tell the truth. Who's more fun than somebody that can't tell the truth at a party?
Dude, remember that movie? There's a game show, To Tell the Truth, right?
Yeah.
Mark, I just had 3 hole-in-ones today.
Yeah.
Let me tell you all about it.
And then you could expand on that to no end as if it really happened.
Yeah.
That's the kind of guy he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so we all know that he's not running because he couldn't get any money. But he had to announce why he wasn't running. And he said...
He's pregnant.
Oh, my God. He said that he was dropping out because he doesn't want the Democrats to get the majority. That he was afraid that if he ran at this point now, people might have negative feelings about him.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's putting his party first. God bless him.
He's putting his party first. That's sacrifice.
Yeah.
That is one of
what
my...
else is
maybe
sacrifice for somebody like him?
maybe they bribed him under
What's-
the table not to run.
Yeah. But he also said that he would be back. He said that not this year,
Yeah.
but he will run.
In 6 years, because a Congress cycle is like a congressman's term
Well,
of
if
6 years.
picks, I guess if he picks, so he was actually trying to run in a different district.
Yeah, I was going to say, why can't you just go to a different district?
No, he did.
Okay.
He just couldn't raise any money.
Okay,
But
yeah.
but he said he was doing it because he didn't want the people to have a confusion between him and the other guy, and then ultimately, if he won, that they would just vote for somebody else.
Yeah, because it would split the Republican vote.
Yeah, it would split the vote, and he would not win. Yeah, he would not win. Yeah, is that kind of sad?
Yes.
I thought he was going to renew his career as a drag. I thought he said he was going to renew his career as a drag queen. I could swear he said that.
You know what?
That was just an empty threat.
Okay.
Oh man.
I believe
Yeah,
it.
he said he didn't
I
have the
believed
outfits for it at this time. You know what? I love the reality. I love what people say and then the reality of what's really happening. And I always wonder, like when Donald Trump and all these hardcore narcissists, which Santos obviously is, right? When they say stuff, like how much reality when they're sitting at home in front of the TV doing whatever, and they're saying, you know what, tomorrow I just gotta, you know what I gotta do? I'm gonna tell the truth tomorrow. I'm gonna literally tell the truth.
My version.
Yeah.
My version of the truth.
Real
but-
truth.
Yeah.
Right? Or Santos just says, you know what? I'm going to hold a press conference. I'm just going to say, nobody will give me money because I'm an absolute nightmare horror shit show.
He's not a normal person. He can't do that. You know that, right?
Right.
Yeah,
It's no different. Like I said, it's that. I just wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder how much you justify it when you have a reality, like a reality
Right.
check. You're like, oh, like how many times you said, oh, you know what? Oh, gosh, I wish I shouldn't have done that. You know what? Next time I'm in this situation, I'm not going to do this.
Anytime you have a conversation about this guy and somebody's not, I don't think anybody defends him or anybody is like a fan of his that we might know, but anytime something positive about him comes up, all you have to do is say, the dude said his mom died in the Twin Towers and his mom's alive. He really said that. He said his mom was...
You know
his
what?
mom died in 9/11.
I invented the question mark.
And she's alive. She's not dead. So not only was she not in the building that collapsed and died, but she's still alive.
But isn't that like so easily verifiable? Like
That's- I
my
mean,
mom's dead,
how-
but she's right there.
Yeah.
It's the
It's right
beauty
there.
of it.
It is the beauty of it. Yeah.
You have to come up with a lie that they
It's
can't
like-
verify.
No, he's
It's
like
the Emperor's New
it's like,
Clothes.
It's like Costanza. It was like a knee-jerk thing he said. I don't know if somebody backed him in a corner and he was like, my mom died on 9/11. She was in the tower.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what? You know, when he said his dad's gay, my father's gay.
I think Joe Biden has a little bit of that. I think
Backed him in a corner, and he just like blurted out something that's so crazy.
Joe
and he went with
Biden.
it.
Joe Biden tells fictitious stories, like he said he was like arrested, like standing on some African American family's porch back in the 70s. Never happened. Something happened. Like,
are you just regurgitating like?
no, I'm just saying. This has like been verified. Like, he's known as a penchant for, coming up, having his own set of facts that don't really exist. I'm sure there's a lot of politicians like that. Obviously Trump winning the golf tournament at his course without showing up for the first day.
That was pretty funny. That part, I mean, yeah.
He played the round by himself.
I guess, you know what? I guess until you say something so insane that there is no coming back from it.
Well, his caddy, I mean, just on Trump real quick, I guess his caddies even said, like, he cheats like, foot wedges, everything. Yeah, so it's everything you would imagine from.
All right, so let me ask you this. Think about what could a politician do, because you guys saw that story about was it Christy Noemi?
Noemi shot her dog.
Yeah,
because she couldn't train it. Allegedly.
I mean, I read what she said. She said it was kind of an angry dog, and it was killing chickens, and it was a shitty hunter. I don't know how she lives her life, but she ended up killing it. I just wonder what thing is so heinous, because they're talking about like Trump won't pick her now for his. I feel like that's the perfect person Trump would want. She found something that she didn't find acceptable, and so she just killed it.
And she told the truth about it.
Yeah, and she told the truth about it, which I feel like Trump would love to have, even though he probably doesn't know what the truth looks like.
No.
But what is something that a politician could do that's so bad that they're unelectable?
I don't know, but killing pets is not an unusual act in this country.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago. I mean, it was a common thing. You put your own dog down. You don't.
Right.
I mean, for various reasons, not for reasons that you and I won't understand, that seem like superficial.
Right.
But people kill dogs all the time. I mean, my grandmother, she's 98 years old. She tells stories about.
Yeah.
She grew up in the South. She tells stories about if a dog had an unwanted litter, they just fucking drowned all the puppies. Who's going to care for the puppies? What are you going to do with them? Nobody down there needs another fucking dog.
Yeah, well, it's a different era.
Yeah.
I mean, plus, don't forget back in the day, like, when the early, politicians like around George Washington, Aaron Burr, they'd have duels with each other, right? When they disagreed, remember Aaron Burr died in a duel with who was Alexander Hamilton, Aaron Burr in the duel? Yeah.
That's
so
how-
that was a
that's
political.
how Hamilton did
Yeah,
it.
that was a political duel. So that's how they settled that duel. That'd be kind of cool if they
But
did
those
that today.
duels never ended. They weren't supposed to end in death.
It's a duel. I mean, what's it supposed
They
to?
were shooting at each other.
Yeah.
I mean,
From
I
10
mean,
paces-
it had,
from
it
10
had a
paces away.
50-50 chance of
Very
ending in
rarely
death.
did somebody shoot to kill, and very rarely did somebody fire a gun that actually hit the other person that they were trying to duel. It was more of a testament. It was more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Nobody.
do you have the balls to be
Yeah.
part of it?
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, that's a ball. I mean, think about it.
Most of them ended without a shot being
Right,
fired
but-
somebody
think
missing.
of
You
this.
intentionally missed.
Think of this: you disagree with your opponent so much, and it's legally sanctioned. You can have a duel, and whoever lives, it's like Master Blaster. One man enter, two men enter, one man leave. That'd be kind of. Can you imagine? How would you sleep that night knowing that you're going to get in a duel with somebody? So you stand back to back, 1, 2, 3, up to 10, and then may the best man win.
Okay, Ted, I
That's
have
pretty-
to be honest with you, and I know everybody listening is thinking the same
Talk
thing.
about an adrenaline rush, huh?
I would duel with you only for this reason. Number one, you would be drunk. Okay,
And you're going to
I
have
might be too.
and you're going to have blanks.
I might be too. Okay?
Mark, make sure that gun's
Yes.
loaded.
But
with blanks.
I've seen you play all sports and do athletic type things and do things. The odds of you hitting me with even a machine gun on full auto are so slim that I would duel you.
What? Ted's not a bad athlete.
Are you?
Well, number one, I wouldn't aim at
Did
you.
you hit your head?
Number one, I wouldn't aim at you. I would aim over there.
Oh, how shitty would I feel? How shitty would I feel if Ted aimed off to the side and I shot him? They'd
And
be
then
like,
he shot somebody else.
yeah. Ted's like, and he's like, oh, Ted's gun had blanks. I'd be like, oh, Ted doesn't understand a duel.
I'm playing the ricochet. I'm playing the big shot.
Well, a duel nowadays is different than back then. They were talking about front-loaded,
Revolver. Yeah.
not even. They
Oh,
didn't know.
muzzle-loaded guns.
Muzzle-loaded, yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't even know.
They should bring that back. That'd be pretty cool. Bring back the duel with the old fashioned gun that you have to stuff it like a musket with the buckshot in the
Oh, so like instead of a lawsuit, you have a duel?
just have a duel.
See
I
that?
mean, a modern day revolver,
Problem
as we know, like the 6-shooter didn't come
Yeah.
along to like 18.
Yeah, no modern day revolver. It has to be
1860 or
something from like the
something
1700s, like a replica of that you have to actually stuff it.
So-
you only get one
each
shot.
time- each
you
time-
can't fire it twice. You can only fire it
what
once.
was Trump had like 600 lawsuits, so he gets somebody has 600 attempts to shoot him. That would be, you know what? That would keep you from frivolous lawsuits. Like you'd have to have a serious reason to sue somebody or to bring somebody up, do something like that. Because if you had to duel them, yeah, that would be really, really.
That's how they
bad.
settle stuff in the old frontier, back in the day.
Yeah, but
you know,
I don't know. It doesn't make it right. But
frontier justice.
But still, okay. So what would a politician have to do to be completely excluded because they're shitbagging this poor chick?
I would
and
have-
we don't live in like a rural area. We live in an urban area, so that seems like a bad thing.
Here's my top two. I would say obviously murder, number one. Child porn on your hardcore child porn on your computer, number two. Or
I think those two.
sex trafficking little kids. Anything involving little kids.
Yeah,
Or
those
murder.
two,
Yeah, I think that would be an automatic DQ. No matter they couldn't come back from that. No matter how whatever their other good qualities were. Yeah, they couldn't come back from that.
Is this dog killing thing something that came out of her closet, or is it something?
No,
that
she wrote a
happened?
book about it.
Oh, okay.
It was.
No,
she,
so it
so
did.
she
So it
had-
was
she
something-
wrote her. Hold on. This is the funniest
Her
part.
memoirs. She's only like 34.
I know. This is the part.
Who the hell writes her memoirs at 34?
I know. She wrote her memoirs, and I'm just thinking, who the fuck is reading her life story? Which nobody did up until just now. Someone finally. The book has been out for a while. Someone finally read this book. Someone finally opened the book up and went, "Oh man, this chick is messed up."
So it's like her mid-season highlights.
Yes.
Yeah, because she's
Yeah.
35. There's like a
No,
mid-season
I
highlights.
actually, I don't know how old
Exactly.
she is. She doesn't seem very. I think she's like in her 40s, maybe.
All right, yeah, so
She's
even
not.
better.
She's not that old.
Mid-season highlights.
She's not that old.
That's
Yeah.
what the memoir should
I
have
mean,
been titled.
shouldn't you really? Yeah, shouldn't you really?
I'm halfway there.
Yeah, shouldn't you really have done something like special or very unspecial, I guess? And then that's why you're writing your memoirs, right? Like I get it. Abraham Lincoln's life, excellent. George Washington, excellent. Christy Noemi, yeah.
That's a book that didn't need to be written.
Yeah, I mean, who is the chick that was running for vice president with McCain?
Sarah Palin.
Sarah Palin.
Oh my God.
Could you imagine? Could
She
you
was
imagine?
she was a sports anchor in Anchorage.
Yeah.
Before that.
Could you
Before she was the
imagine
governor, yeah.
if she wrote her own book? Okay, and I know it'd be a pop-up book, and there'd be a lot of coloring pages on it. But could you imagine the stuff that she would include in
What?
there that she thinks is important?
She has a book out. Probably more than one.
Shut your face.
Sarah Palin? Oh, come on. She doesn't have a book out?
Oh,
Probably.
okay.
I got you, man.
Oh man, there is no way that she has a book out. Could you imagine the stupid
somebody is-
shit? All right, hold on. All right, I'm looking it up right now. Oh my God.
Oh, she's got more than one.
Yeah, she does.
Well, there's books written about her, right? The one in 2009, Going Rogue, that's the one.
Going Rogue?
Yeah, I think that's
Is that her book?
that's her vision of a way forward for America. Yeah, that's her. Yeah, that's her book. And then
Oh no, The Undefeated. The Undefeated. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a movie. That's a documentary film
Yeah,
about
I
how
know.
great she is. Oh man.
Going Rogue is her memoir, her political memoir.
Yeah, I thought it was Going Rover. Going Rover. Oh man. All right. You know what? I gotta read this. This is. Oh, you know what? We'll do a new segment. A book of the week. Sarah
Sure.
Palin's life story. This week on NPR, we'll discuss Sarah Palin and how hard it was for her to do the push-pull on the door. Yeah, and the revolving door. How do you step out of the revolving door when it's just spinning around like that? Oh yeah, sure. All right. It is time for Mark's Movie Mentions. Mark's Movie Mentions are brought to you by Discount Tire. Shop and order new tires and wheels online at the best prices with our famous customer service. Go to discounttire.com.
All righty. Dog food.
Dog food.
Better than dog food sponsor my little segment here.
Don't
So-
make fun of. Listen.
It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, Mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't knock it.
So the movie I want to mention is a movie that came out in 2014.
Ooh.
It's called The Drop. It's starring Tom Hardy, and it's actually the last movie that James Gandolfini was in. So those are the 2 stars. Noomi Rapace is in it, and John Ortiz. So it's an awesome movie. Have you guys seen it? The Drop?
No,
No.
never heard of it.
Okay, it's based in the Bronx. Tom Hardy plays Bob, the bartender, and his cousin, James Gandolfini, Marv, owns the bar. So he bartends at a small bar in Brooklyn.
Oh God! You know what?
catch
Is
is-
it? Come on! Is it every single thing that you've ever known about a
Is this
bar?
gonna
in
be-
New
No,
York?
it's not about the bar business.
okay.
It's not. It's there's very little. No,
This going to be a use can't leave type scenario coming up?
no. So the bar is actually what they call a drop bar. So it's a bar that the Chechens, the Russian mob, like the Chechen mob, they use that bar to store. They use it like as a bank. So
Oh,
there's like a safe underneath the bar, a time safe that they come and they'll drop cash in it.
Wait, is that a thing?
It is a thing. Yeah, it's
So
actually a real
it's for
thing.
money. So for money laundering purposes.
Well, they hold the money there, and then when they need it, they come get it from the bar.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so
It's
let
called
me.
a drop bar. It's a
Okay,
common.
so before you go on,
Is that
hold
like
on.
a real thing? That's a real term?
Yeah.
Okay.
You owned a bar, and
Yeah.
I don't need you to say anything.
We were.
but
It was a
can
drop.
we talk about your bar?
Yeah, it was a drop bar.
Oh, it's a drop bar. Okay, excellent. I just wanted to know if you knew what that. Okay.
Oh yeah,
know what that
I'm
was?
talking
Yeah.
from experience here. So it's in Brooklyn. It's a story about the guy finds a dog, falls in love, deals with the mob, and has some other problems.
Wait. He has a dog.
He finds a dog. Yeah.
He finds a dog. Oh,
Yeah.
This isn't that thing where he picks the dog over the person
No.
and he
no.
shoots his best friend. 'Cause
No, not at all, man. It takes a twist with the dog, and then the movie has. I'm going to tell you right now. There's kind of a big twist within the first 20 minutes of the movie, and then there's another one, and then there's another one, and it kind of comes full circle, past, kind of meets the presence, and you're like, holy shit. So I don't want to give too much of the movie away, but it's really interesting because it's a really good acted movie. I mean, James Gandolfini's awesome.
Yeah,
Was
he's great,
awesome.
yeah.
I loved him. And Tom Hardy's great too. I think this movie came out right after Tom Hardy did Bane in Batman.
Oh, that was afterwards?
This is
Okay,
2014.
Okay, I'm just going to do this. Tom Hardy was Bane?
yeah. He was. Yeah, he was Bane in the Batman movie with Christian Bale. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I had no idea that was Tom Hardy.
Oh yeah, dude. He got
Oh,
huge
that-
for that movie, man.
Yeah.
He put on like 60 pounds of muscle.
That's right.
Yeah. No, that's not.
Yes.
So
It was a combination. It was who's the guy I'm thinking of? Sean Connery.
Yeah.
It was Sean Connery, but with a
actually, no, you're not off. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
go ahead and kill all of you.
Exactly.
That's
he goes,
right.
He goes, do you feel in charge? You remember that scene?
No, the best line is when he says, he said something about you were made in the dark. I was born in the dark.
That's right. I was born in the
It was like Sean Connery on steroids.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's just Sean Connery with a thing on his face.
So The Drop came out in 2014. Had a $12.5 million budget, made $18.9 million in the box office. Can't remember who directed it, produced it, whatever. But it is based off of a small short story that they kind of expanded on a little bit. But it's man, I think it's about 90 minutes long. I forgot to look up how long the movie was, but it moves really quick. It's not long at all. It's really good. It's called The Drop, and I don't think it got enough fanfare. Because anybody who sees this movie, nobody can say it's a bad movie.
Okay.
It's really good. The Drop, and Tom Hardy's amazing. You know, Tom Hardy's very British.
Yeah,
And he pulls off this Brooklyn accent.
Wait a minute. What? Are you fucking with me right now?
No.
I thought he was. I honestly thought he was as American as.
Oh,
you
dude,
know-
that's what I'm talking about. That's how a good actor this fucking guy is. Now, if you heard him
Wait,
talking
in
in an
real
interview,
life-
he'd be like, "Oh, I tell you, mate,
It's crazy.
Oh, his accent is heavy, man.
Isn't Christian Bale from Australia? And he's got a pretty when he goes into Okie mode, he's a thick accent as well. And then who's the other guy? They got Hugh Laurie, who played a House. You know, he has the perfect American accent, but he's British. He's British too.
Yeah,
Those guys are good.
That's so funny that I.
Yeah.
Wow.
He
I
plays
know
like-
nothing about Tom Hardy. Does he have a book out?
He should. He's done more than Kristen Noemi. That's for sure.
You ever read The Hardy Boys?
That's
That's
him.
him. Yeah.
Oh my
Dude, you're
God.
learning everything right now.
Oh man.
So The Drop, it's a really good movie, man. It's a solid fucking movie. It's streaming on like Apple and Paramount Plus and those, but I think you got to pay like $3 or $4 to watch it.
Okay. I love that
think
your
it's-
movies are all like 90 minutes.
Yeah, this one is. Hang on, let me just make sure because I didn't write it down. That's one of the things I always mention how long the movie is, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm just. I can't. I still every once in a while, like when I turn on my streaming service, it'll pop up Killers of the Flower Moon, and I just
You don't have 4 hours to spare though. That's the
yeah,
problem.
I just want to comment. I just want to I just want to get on like social media and be like, hey man, if you're gonna make a 3.5 or 4 hour movie,
Right.
you know what you have? You have a 4-parter. Okay, just do something else.
right?
Yeah, do something else.
Yeah,
Okay,
90. It's 106 minutes long. Boom.
I'm sorry, I can't do math. Let's wait. 106 is
It's like an hour and a half plus.
Yeah, but I always say so. If it's hour
it's
and
less
40,
than 2 hours.
hour and 40 minutes, but there's like 5 minutes on both ends for credits and shit like that. So yeah, it's about an hour 40.
Yeah. Oh no, dude. I can completely and totally live with that. I'm completely fine with that. Yeah, I have no problem at all. Yeah. It doesn't bother me at all. Teddy,
right.
what's the last movie you've seen? Any movie you've seen recently? Oh my god. So I started Edge of
Crazy Rich Asians like years ago.
No, that's terrible. I started Edge of 17.
You just went. That's a great movie. That's
10
a
minutes.
quick-
10 minutes.
Oh, you don't
I
like
just,
it?
No, I just saw the first 10 minutes. I was walking out. Something came up and I had to walk out.
I got you.
But
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
I started Edge of 17.
Yeah, well, Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
And-
And
yeah.
I liked the reason I saw it is because the girl who's in it she's in the Marvel movies. She's like the Indian Miss Marvel. She's the young
Okay.
girl in the Marvel movie, and I liked her as an
Yeah.
actress. So when I looked it up, because I was sitting around doing nothing like 2 weeks ago, I haven't restarted it. So it's been like 2 weeks since I restarted.
Oh,
it.
I take it back. I saw about
It's-
I saw about 3 Indian movies.
Yeah, I was gonna
yeah,
say, I was
within
gonna
a couple
tell
of
you,
months ago.
yeah.
I couldn't remember the name, but yeah, they were all good
I love
movies
those
with different
things.
names. Yeah, but
I can't stop.
and they're well made. They're really well made.
I can't stop.
They're not Bollywood movies, so you can't
I
say
don't
Bollywood.
say Bollywood.
You
Not
can't
saying
say that,
Bollywood, yeah.
but we can. But I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man, I love that stuff. The dancing and the singing,
Yeah.
for no reason. Listen, 7 people could be like cut in half,
Yeah.
and crazy shit happens, and then 2 minutes later,
Yeah.
it's a 15-minute, just all out,
Yeah.
dancing, singing,
Yeah.
costumes, the whole. I don't
And
even know.
they're good.
I have no
They
idea what the
coordinate
fuck
that,
they're
yeah.
singing about.
They're out in the middle of the Punjab somewhere.
No, they're in the middle. They're in the middle of a beautiful city, and they're
Yeah.
doing all these things. And there's hundreds of people dancing and
Yeah.
singing. I have no fucking clue what they're
Yeah.
singing about, but it's fantastic,
Pretty good organizational skills.
dude. I'm telling you, it's absolutely fucking fantastic.
That's funny.
Yeah, you guys. All right, can I bring it down a little bit?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just the last thing we'll talk about. This is really weird. Have you guys ever heard of something called exit trafficking?
No.
Exit trafficking.
It sounds familiar. Exit trafficking.
Okay, so there's a little story about it about a guy. So he did this. So this guy did this to his wife. That's the thing that jumped out to me, and then I had to do a little research on it. Okay, I don't know if it makes a difference, but I want to get this right. Right? There's a Muslim dude, and he's in an arranged marriage in Australia. Okay, so he's like a super controlling guy. He controls everything about his wife's life, and this is real. This is all real.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so he's controlling everything about his wife's life. She can't leave the house, what she does, phone, money, everything. Okay, he's got a family. He has 2 kids. He takes his wife, and his 2 kids to the Sudan.
Yeah, that's a terrible place, but okay. It's
A terrible.
Why would he take him? Why would he take him there?
Right.
Like a vacation or
Yes, it was a vacation to
to hell? To hell.
Sudan.
Yeah. So-
Mark, could you imagine someplace worse than the Sudan?
Mogadishu.
Wait, what's wrong with Sudan?
Mogadishu.
Does that seem like a vacation spot?
I don't know much about.
Well, you got South Sudan, which is its own country. Then you got the Sudan. Equally, I think they're equally places that
I don't think it's
inhospitable places that you want to go to.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So he takes them to the Sudan. His wife and his 2 kids. Here's what you don't know. He sponsored. I guess he sponsored his wife's visa. He has now unsponsored her visa.
Unbeknownst to her.
Unbeknownst to her. Okay. And this is a regular thing. And I got to tell you this. This happens to over 100,000 people
Now
a year.
Now it makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
I can see where this is going.
Over
The
100,000.
word exit now is making sense
Yeah.
to me.
Over 100,000 people a year. This happens to. Okay.
What's the term again?
How many?
Exit trafficking.
Yeah, it's a type
Trafficking.
of human
It's
trafficking.
a type of human trafficking.
Just removing them from where you want them to be.
Right.
And it's like
Right. So he
they're
goes to
fucked.
Sudan
They're fucked.
with his wife and kids, and then her visa is no longer sponsored. She has no idea. They get there, okay? He takes every form of her ID, her passport, everything. She literally has no ID on her at all. Nothing that says.
Doesn't the country that they're in though know what's going on?
I mean, they went through customs to get in there.
Right, but now she exists
Yeah.
in this country
Right.
with no ID whatsoever. She has nothing to prove
Can't
who
they
she
just
is.
put her on a bus and send her north?
To North Sudan?
No, like to Chicago or one of those sanctuary cities.
Do you not know where the
That's-
Sudan is? Yeah. No.
That's what they do in Texas and Florida,
I
right?
think, I think north of Sudan is Algeria.
I think we have exit traffic in here.
Algeria.
Greyhound
Right.
sponsors our exit traffic. In.
So so they're in Sudan. As soon as he gets there, he buys new tickets for himself and his kids.
I was gonna say he was gonna leave his kids there too, but it's just her. Okay. So.
No, he's not a total piece of shit.
Yeah.
Okay, he's just a giant piece of shit. He gets new tickets, takes everything that she has, basically that says who she is, and takes off back to Australia.
Yep.
And there she is.
Well, we're hearing about it, so I'm assuming there's something happened after that.
It took a long time.
We know who he didn't see when he went back to Australia? Christian Bale.
Does he not hang out
He's
there?
British.
Is he?
Yeah, Ted always says he's Australian.
I thought it was Australian. My bad.
No,
So,
he's
okay.
British.
You-
I always correct you on that too, and you still keep saying
You
it.
do say that. Okay.
You say it all the
I
time.
have to Google that. I don't.
No,
believe
he's
it.
definitely from the UK.
Oh.
He's super British.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, on a side note, so
Is he really?
No, I
Okay.
think
All right,
he's
we'll just have to
Australian.
go with yes.
I think he's Australian, man.
No,
You
he's
know what?
not.
You know what? Let's agree that Ted is right on 99% of these things, Mark. I don't listen.
He's from
I
Australia.
want you,
There's no way. I've known
Mark.
this for
I want
years.
you to be right. But here's a weird
'Cause
thing.
he was in that movie with Brad Pitt.
Ted, how long have we known each other?
A couple of days, and that's why.
Ted, how long have we known each other? Give me some years.
Yeah, here
15?
he's from
10.
10, 15
Haverford
years.
West, United Kingdom.
Oh,
Really?
thank God.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
My
so,
bad.
So, Mark, I will tell you this. In the 15 years or so that I've known Ted,
I know.
this stupid
It's
shit
true.
that he is right about.
You know, but he's coming out in a movie, Ted, that I want to see.
Okay.
The Bride of Frankenstein.
Really?
He's playing the monster.
That'd be kind of cool.
Dude, it's supposed to be. I've been.
So he is a monster, so that makes sense. That
Well,
makes
when he freaks out, he's a little angry. So.
But Maggie, what's her name?
Gyllenhaal?
Gyllenhaal.
She's
yeah.
directing it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'd see that.
It's called The Bride. It's based on the book. It's
Yeah.
it's right off the book. But the Mary,
Yeah, there's
Mary Shelley.
been a few
Yeah.
variations,
Yeah.
a few
Dude,
interpretations of that
they
movie.
showed him as the. Oh my God.
Yeah.
This looks
Remember
really
Gene
good.
Wilder? They did a spoof of the Bride of Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein.
Yeah,
Young
Frankenstein.
oh,
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
who
so-
could forget
So,
that?
so
Yeah.
I read a series of books about Frankenstein, and damn it, I wish I remember what they were. Absolutely.
Oh, you told me
fantastic.
about that. Yeah.
Absolutely fantastical.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just he's been this monster for 100 years or 120 years, and he
needs some company, right?
yeah, it's really cool. Okay, so back to this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, he dumps her.
Dumps. Yeah,
Back-
but
back to the other
that's
monster.
Back to the other
that's
monster.
extreme dumping. There's like you
No,
like,
it's called exit.
You dump your girlfriend,
Exit traffic.
or your girlfriend dumps you like she ghosts you like she's just gone.
That ain't ghosting.
Yeah, he did.
What countries is this happening? You said 100,000 people like a year.
All around the world. All around the world, right? So if you get stuck somewhere, this is what happens, and you don't have the ID, right? And you can't prove who you are.
So what ends up happening? What's
Okay.
the end game here for the person that got?
Well, let's hear about
So
this
he
story.
wanted.
Yeah.
Here's what you're hoping, okay? Because a lot of these people that this happens to, they end up dying. So they're stuck in this place, right? They don't know what to do. They don't know how to get
They don't
out
speak
of it.
the language.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they end up trying to
They
get
don't have
out.
any money. Yeah. They don't have
Right.
any money.
They have
yeah.
no money.
Yeah.
No money, no ID, whatever. They go to these places. They're not really believed right away because a lot of people, I guess, the concept behind it is, even as we speak, there's thousands, probably tens or hundreds of thousands of people that are saying this is happening to them when it's not.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so you got the
So-
pretenders. Yeah.
So you could ultimately, a lot of these people end up dying.
So this guy goes back to Australia with his kids and no wife,
Right.
and everyone's like, "Where's your wife?"
Maybe
no
not.
idea. You could say anything, right? I mean,
She left. She could say she
Well,
left
what did
me.
he say?
or-
What happened?
So here's what happens. It takes her 2 years, just a little over, actually, 2 years, to make her way back to Australia.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah. And
Hope she shot the fucker right between his eyes.
he is, so, and this
Of course,
doesn't
he's
seem,
of course he's remarried.
you know what? I didn't get that part of it. I did not get that part because I was starting to look at like
Who else is going to serve him?
the exit trafficking.
He could service his own needs.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So anyway,
but I was looking at the
Yeah.
exit trafficking part of
I
this,
never heard of
right?
that, yeah.
So 2 years, a little over 2 years, it takes her to get back.
Yeah.
She tells her story, what happens, and this guy gets busted. And so
Yeah.
I guess in Australia, this
Oh,
is
dude, you get kicked out of the country.
well, this is
I think they hang. They can hang you.
they are very into this. So
Yeah.
they have a whole thing. I looked at it. Their country, it's I guess it's a thing, right? I have no idea.
So
but-
they know that this exit trafficking exists.
right.
And if you violate
Yeah.
that,
So there's a specific law for it then.
Right.
Well,
so,
all over the
so he
world
is
there is.
busted.
Yeah.
He is busted. He did go to prison.
Okay.
Guess how long he went to prison for? For literally leaving his wife. And by the way, it's like about 30 to 40% of the people that this happens to end up dying, right? Because
So it's like
they're
it's basically attempted
so
murder.
he went to prison for like a week.
I'm going to say it's probably less than 2 years. Probably less than it took her to get home. Is my guess.
oh,
Well, hopefully it's 20. I mean, either an extremely long time or extremely short. Let's hope it's at least 20 plus years.
21 months.
Yeah, that ain't shit. Yeah,
21
Yeah.
months
yeah.
for this. What he did.
It's attempted murder.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so this is the thing. This is one of the. So I looked it up. This is one of the human trafficking things that is happening, that people are doing. Yeah, and it's basically. I mean, I'm not saying it's basically murder, but
It is
but
murder.
like a third. It was right around a third of the people
Yeah,
just never come back.
yeah,
They just disappear.
yeah.
and they're never heard from again.
That's why here. Go back to what I'm saying. You got to bring back the public execution. Evisceration. Actually, did you hear this? So a guy in Louisiana who was convicted of, I guess he was like, he's 55. No, this is true.
This is ridiculous.
No, this is true. Listen, a 55-year-old man was just convicted of like raping like a minor. So he was actually sentenced to prison and physical castration, not chemical castration, physical castration. So they're going to cut his dick off surgically.
I actually think it's your balls.
Yeah, castration. You're not cutting
Yeah.
your penis off.
Sorry. Yeah. Well, so it's like a gelding, right? They're going to geld him like a
No, the state is going to cut off his balls. Ted is going to cut off his dick. Wait a minute. In what state?
I think it's Louisiana.
So
Look
you're
it up.
saying
Yeah.
you're saying there is
Just
a man.
just now, just like this week, 55-year-old guy just got convicted of rape, going to prison and physical and
so you're
physical
saying there's a
castration. They're going to physically castrate him. I want to say it's I want to say it's Louisiana. I could be wrong.
Oh my God.
In public, on a bridge.
Oh my God. Yeah, here it is. Louisiana man to undergo physical castration. Oh man, I don't even want to say what he did. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was fucking bad.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
surprised they don't do that.
I-
So
you know
obviously,
what?
obviously
Honestly-
it's a thing. Obviously, it is a thing. I mean,
Wow.
I haven't seen that for years, but obviously it's illegal.
I would. You know what I would
Is
say?
that a fate worse than death?
No, I think he should die.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
But
what
I'm saying there's fates worse than
he,
death.
I'm looking
you
at
know,
what
so-
he did.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't have to
and
say it.
You
you know
already
what?
brought it down with the exit, trafficking.
Yeah.
No, but
Ted's taking it to a whole nother level. Ted
Yeah.
just took a U-turn to fucking hell.
Yeah, that's.
I didn't say what the guy did.
Holy!
I'm just saying what's going to happen to him.
shit.
So
And so you know what the funniest thing is? I'm looking at this right now, and there are people. Oh my God! So I'm not going to say what he did, but there are people right now. I'm looking at this thing who don't want this to happen to him, who are fighting.
Yep. There's
Who
always
are fight. Oh my God! How could you possibly?
you know. Here's the funny thing about human nature.
Oh,
no
fuck
matter
me.
no matter how bad, no matter what type of evil act somebody does, there's always going to be somebody somewhere who's vehemently opposed to it. Right? Like the death penalty. Right? Like this guy killed 14 people. Innocent people were vehemently opposed to the death penalty. No matter what he did.
So
The Green River Killer, he's killed 90. He would have killed like 70, 45 women. He's still alive.
so do you guys watch John Oliver last week tonight with John Oliver?
Yeah,
Did you see the one about the death penalty? The
Yeah.
last one he did.
yeah.
I couldn't finish it because I so vehemently
I
disagree with the concept behind it because he said that basically any kind of death penalty thing that you do, whether it's lethal injection or nitrogen or whatever it is cruel.
It's too good for them. That's
But
not cruel.
No, but it's
That's
but-
not
Well, it's actually more expensive than imprisoning them as well. It costs more to execute
No,
somebody.
no, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
How much does a rope cost? How much does a guillotine cost?
No, I
With a
think
nice sharp blade.
I think the concept with all the lawyers and all the things that get
it's
involved.
it's the process. It's not the actual physical act of killing somebody. And like I said, we don't need your drugs. Just hang them. You know what the hangman used to do?
Drug dealers?
No, you know what they do? They get your body weight, and then they know how far to drop you to break your neck.
No,
Simple.
I think the concept
We've
behind
evolved as a society, as
I understand
Have
that.
we?
civilization.
I understand that, but I'm looking at
Yeah,
at
we
this,
have.
I'm looking at this
That's
guy
why we don't
that
do that anymore.
yeah, but I'm looking at this guy that Ted was talking about, and there's no reason that he should walk the earth, whether he's got no balls, no dick, no legs, whatever. I don't care.
Back in the
there's no
13th
reason he should walk the earth ever again.
In the 13th century, they would have you drawn and quartered, which you know what that
Yeah,
is.
but
That means
Ted,
they
that's
tie
it.
they tie a limb to a horse, 4 horses, and they just pull you apart, or they break you on the wheel, or they eviscerate you in public. That's punishment. That's punishment.
They also
That's punishment.
They also castrate a young boy so they could sing in the choir.
Well, I mean that's extreme, but you
Hold
know.
on a second. Were they good singers? No. So one of the things in the John Oliver thing is that they had a whole bunch of different kinds of killing, and one was, I think it was called gibbeting.
Okay.
Did you saw that?
Yeah.
Where they actually put weights on you, and they put weights on you until you basically are so weighted down by what's happening that you die.
Yeah, it's torture. Or remember the Iron Maiden? Not the group, the Iron Maiden, but the Iron Maiden. They actually put you. It's like spikes. It's like a little sarcophagus.
I did not like
and they
Iron
put you
Maiden
in
the
there.
group, so that was it was so listening to them was the same thing.
I like the shirts. Was that Seventh Son of a Seventh Son? I just like their shirts. Eddie, their little mascot.
wasn't
guy.
my thing.
I got
Yeah.
that album. I still have that.
Are
album.
you
I bought
you're
it
an
also.
Iron Maiden guy?
I don't like the
Huge, yeah.
band. I just
Really?
like the
Yeah.
T-shirt.
That was the first concert I took each of my boys to.
Slayer.
Iron Maiden.
Yeah, Lyle Nolan was 8 years old. We saw Iron Maiden. Me and my buddy Todd, both our boys were 8. We took them to see Iron Maiden at Alpine Valley, and not Alpine, at Tinley Park. And then the other two were 6, and they wanted to go. We said, no, you can't go. You got to be at least 8 to see Iron Maiden. And then when they turned 8, they're like, we're 8 now. Can we go see Iron Maiden? And I looked it up. I'm like, God, they're playing. All right, we'll take them. So we took all the boys to see Iron Maiden again.
You got
2
to be
years
at least.
later.
You got to be at least 9 to see I Spit on Your Grave Part 3.
The funny thing was,
Or have the worst mother in the world.
the first concert we took him to, it was very hot, and Alice Cooper opened. Alice Cooper's awesome, but he did the whole thing with the.
Does he bite the head off of bats?
No,
No,
he
that's
did the whole
Ozzy
thing with the.
Osbourne.
He did the thing with the. He does this whole thing. It's what he's famous for. A show. It's a guillotine that he sets up, and it's a baby, and it's fucking like it's insane.
What?
Yeah. He does this whole guillotine thing where he puts his head in it, and his head gets chopped off. It's like a magic show act, but it's part of the. Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
Oh, that seems a little.
Heard he's a good golfer, actually.
It's just
Yeah, it's funny how he became very mainstream after doing all that kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy. He's
it's just an act.
I listen to his. He's got a radio show every evening.
Yeah, he had makeup on. He
What?
was dressed in makeup. Would he have
Yeah, he's
makeup
got
like
evening.
Kiss?
He's got a radio show every evening.
Was he like Kiss? He had makeup on, right?
He wore makeup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he's an interesting guy, man.
All right, you know what?
He tells a story about him and his wife were really good friends with Paul and Linda McCartney.
Sure.
And his wife and Linda McCartney became really good friends. And whenever they were in town, or whenever, like they were in Scotland, and the McCartneys had a huge house in Scotland, and they were out there, and they invited him to stay with them. And he's like, my wife and Linda clicked right away, and they became good friends. I mean, he's really deep. He's a very cultured guy. Obviously, he was one of the most famous musicians in like the 70s, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh wow. Okay. Cool. I guess, man. I don't know enough. I don't know enough about any kind of musical, like the people behind it. I just know the songs that I
Yeah.
like. Yeah. I'm not a big. I don't know if I don't think I'm an Alice Cooper guy. I got to be honest with you. Yeah. I don't think I would know.
school.
That's it.
Out.
That's the only one. It's funny.
I'm 18 and I don't know if I can. You don't know it? You don't
Yeah,
know
I'm going
it?
to pass on that one. I
Okay.
just honestly that is nothing I would ever listen to in my whole life. All right, let's put this thing to bed. Ted, what are you scribbling?
I'm scribbling
He's taking
my
notes.
final thoughts.
Okay, then whatever you're scribbling, I want to know exactly what you're writing down right now.
Giselle, don't cry. You're not getting a ticket. It's going to be all right.
That's it.
It's his final thought.
my
It's a
final thought.
message. She's a listener in the show, and he reaches out to her all the time. I think it's kind of gross, but
Really, you know what? Couldn't most women get away with that? If any woman was just crying enough, I mean,
Well,
unless
there's a
they,
lot
I
of
mean, if it was
videos
like a
out
tr-
there.
if it was like a
Unless
true
they
if it was like
murdered
if it was like a
somebody.
true emergency, like they were going to the hospital,
no, if you're willing
correct.
to cry,
Yeah.
honestly, if you're willing to cry enough, doesn't the cop just have to just be like, oh, okay, you know what? Nobody died, and I'm off. I'm off in like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
could you just, I don't know,
Or they could just
pull
say,
over, shut up,
just,
and
just say,
This is
ma'am,
like a Super Troopers thing. you're doing right
you
now.
know, ma'am, when you regain your composure, I'm gonna have to write your ticket. So let me know when this is over. Okay?
when everything's done.
Take all the time you need, but don't go anywhere.
But if you're willing to cry,
I need your car keys.
if you're willing to go the distance and just openly weep, I don't care if you're a guy or a girl. If you're just willing to openly weep,
weeping is not the same as crying. Crying is kind of like weeping is like
hardcore weeping.
weeping
Wailing,
is
like just wailing. Yeah.
If you're
Wail-
willing to
wail-
just
wait,
cry,
snot's coming out of your nose.
Wait, there's wailing, there's weeping, and there's crying. So there's degrees of crying. So crying is more superficial. Weeping and then wailing would be like DEFCON 5. That would be like DEFCON 5.
if you're
crying,
willing
right?
to do that, I just feel like at some point, a cop who's been on the job enough is just like, you know what? If you're willing to do that, go ahead. You're good. I'm covered.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Well, never mind. I don't know why I'm looking at my phone. I got a computer here.
Yeah. All right, Mark. Last thoughts.
What? What's so funny? I scribbled my last thoughts down, and Ted stole it.
Ted stole the paper.
Yeah,
The
Ted took
paper I was
paper.
writing on the whole time. Mark, you want me to write your last thoughts for you?
Those are your last thoughts?
There's my last thoughts.
Excellent. All right.
Not even looking.
All right. So don't forget, if you're listening to this today or this week, the Chicago Horror Film Fest is this weekend, May 2nd to the 4th. Go out and say hi to Vic. Tell him you listen to the show.
May 3rd to the 4th. Tomorrow's the 2nd.
Is it?
Starts Friday. It's Friday, Saturday, and
Oh,
Sunday.
3rd, 4th, and 5th. So,
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, God. I'm so glad you did that. Yeah, May 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Mark, are we planning on going?
Yeah, I'm going Friday.
All right. All right. I'm with you.
All right.
All right. I'm there with you.
Ted's driving.
All right. So, yeah,
I'm gonna Uber you there.
not in this lifetime, my friend. Yeah, not in this lifetime. You'll see Mark and I out there. I'll be the good-looking one. Mark will be the one with the beard.
I'm dressing up too.
What are you going to wear? Different hat?
Tuxedo T-shirt.
No, I'm dressing it like in a horror costume. People dress up for this.
Yeah. Are you honestly going to dress up?
Probably, yeah. Might do something.
Like a,
All
maybe
right,
like a jump mechanic suit, like
Yeah,
Jason.
yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
Okay, so I will be the guy not dressed up. Yeah, who looks kind of normal, but has a beer in his hand. Okay. All right.
You're called the victim.
Listen, we've got some great guests coming up. Some really cool stuff that you guys are gonna like. I don't want to throw anything out there right now, but we've got some really unique stuff coming up, and I think everybody's gonna love it. Keep listening. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Visit our website. That I will post out tonight. I promise. It's one of the things I forgot to do.
What?
To post out our website. When I put the show, I never put the website up.
It hasn't been updated in like 2 weeks. No one goes on it. Nobody goes on our website.
Well, let's get people on it.
We get 10 people a month, and like 7 of them is me.
All right, so let's dump the website out there constantly, so that people are constantly there. Okay, maybe
TheReal3idiots.com.
Yeah,
the number 3, and vote for Ted.
VoteForTed.com.
FORE.
Yeah.
Like-
and then you know what? If it helps, we'll put some porn on it, and then
We could do that.
Sex sells.
Yeah, we'll do
We
that.
could do that.
Yeah, we'll do some exit trafficking, some pretty serious porn, and maybe some horror stuff. Listen, I almost said something.
No porn. We'll just do like.
He's not. No. He is not. I'm not condoning no porn.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
you don't speak for us.
yeah. What I'm saying is, there's an option for porn, just so you know. So show up. There might be porn. There might not be.
There'll be a link to Pornhub on there.
If not, there'll be a link to my phone,
Free
which has an
content.
immediate link to Pornhub. So don't worry about it. All right, keep listening, and we will see everybody next week.